Yo, round, what's going on? Let me know how the levels are sounding. What is popping? Sunday, the Lord's Day. You already know what's going on. Gerald Mack keeping it very respectful, making sure everybody's respectful when they come through in the congregation. Necromancer Zell, what's going on? Here comes another great show. Yo, man. Lydian Master, what's up? Def Mobile, what's up? Lloyd Metroid, what's up? I see Gaming Fire. HogwartsLegacy. Yeah, oh, you stole my point. I was going to say that on the show. I'm going to have fun with that. Yeah, it's coming to the gang. It's coming to the gang. Sith Lord, what's up, man? You rocking that PAX in blue? Yo, bro, oh, that's what's up. Yo, do me a favor, Sith Lord. Put those, if you're on Twitter, put those up on Twitter so people can see the new PAX joint. If y'all coming through the PAX, y'all got the shirts, make sure y'all say what's up. You know, we're going to be outside. All the Lords are coming. All four, we're going to be outside. Go ahead, Addict.
Here in like 6-7 months, we might do a giveaway with the merchandise.
Yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway.
You buy merchandise, you get what is a raffle ticket?
Get the raffle. Oh, Seth King did the one-on-one with Boom. Oh, I missed it. I didn't even know he did that. Okay, cool. Shout out to Christopher Hart. What's going on? 4AFC, what's up? Dip Down Games and Anime. Yeah. Oh, guys. Oh, I'm pushing P today. Oh, yeah, we pushing P. Okay, so what we doing today, now, you know, we always got the sour on deck. That's the sour water, man. We focused up. Stay focused, man. Get that sour. AdvancedGG.com. Do what you got to do. Code Iron Lord. You know what it is, right? So then, after that, we got the new. We got that slamming grape. You got to get that slamming grape, son. I'm telling you. God's Hitman. Slamming grape, bro. I'm telling you, it's lit. I'm gonna put the code in right now. You know what I'm saying? Go get y'all that slamming grape. That's my new joint right now. So there you go, Pusha P. Right there on the checkout. Use code Iron Lord. Get that little percentage discount. Do what you do. But now I'll be focused up, man. I got rid of the coffee. And I'll be real with y'all. Like, no crash, none of that jitter stuff. And I've been loving it. It worked. It's official. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hustle and motivate. What's going on? Hustle. What's up? Seth Ross, what's up? You know what I mean? God's Hitman, make football jerseys black and gold. We had hockey jerseys, but yo, they mad expensive to make. So we did it like limited edition, right?
Yeah, I like actually some joggers.
You want to get the joggers? We got the joggers.
Hey, we don't have any.
We got the jogger. We got the new one.
I thought those were women joggers.
Yo,
like women leggings.
Like, no, we got joggers though. Joggers for real.
When the hell did you guys put joggers on?
They came up, I would say maybe 6 months ago. Out of nowhere, Teespring was like, yo, joggers. You know who put them up? C-Unit from LogNet. C-Unit who did the WWE review. When he won Scribe, he copped the joggers for his joint. So it is, yeah. I'll send you a link. Yeah, we got the joggers, y'all. I don't know if you don't like the logo. The logo big though. The logo big on the leg. I don't know if they like it. I'm done, yo. God's Hitman said those Iron Lord joggers make your booty pop. I am done with your mans, man.
My girlfriend might like that.
There it is. Anyway, so look, we gonna be back. Atticus on the fool, and we will get y'all back in the realm. Down for some ILP merch. Hit the link in the description, man. Hit the link in the description, man. We got
keep
some.
in mind, man. You gotta make that message because we'll read it live on the podcast.
Yes.
If you don't put nothing, if you don't put your name, you're going to be anonymous. Do you want to be anonymous?
Don't be anonymous, man. No, I'm almost said, Buddy. Whoa, Buddy with the booty pop. Yo. Anyway, look, we will be back. It's just the Lord's old school, man. We can't keep it old school for a little bit. We're thinking about doing an Atticus really like this. Probably going back to maybe 2 a month where it's just the Lords. We got to take it back to the essence. Plus, God's doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? God's doing a lot. So we got to do it with the homies sometimes. You got to do introducing for every person in the community every week. You know what I'm saying? Get the love back. Do what we got to do. But
maybe we'll cut the show a little bit.
Yeah, maybe cut it down. Yeah. Because I know
let's get it to 3 hours again, man.
Yeah, we gotta.
I feel like every time I give like the realm a little bit more of my time, the next week you guys want more of my time.
Yeah, maybe in this. Lord Metro Addict, stop practicing on Shinobi. It doesn't matter. Okay, all right. don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. But yo, yeah, that game was crazy, but the sentence was crazy. But yo, we be back. We gonna grab King and I'm gonna come up in here. We talk to you in a minute.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So, look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again.
So now that you done moseyed on down over to the website, go check it out, whether you're going to get that focus for them gaming sessions, that energy, little perk for the gym, or you want to get some swag, some merch, maybe an ice shaker, go run on over there, check out the products, man. Again, really cool products. They don't hide behind any type of proprietary blend nonsense. It's all transparent as far as the ingredients, the label, green tea, caffeine, kind of a healthy form of natural caffeine, none of that crash, none of that stuff. So yeah, again, go check it out. You run in there, you add it to your cart, use that referral link that we got in the description, and then you make sure on the checkout you're putting in Iron Lord. Again, Iron Lord on the checkout. Get yourself a nice discount when you're checking out Advanced GG. And like I said, try the product for yourself. See what you think about it. The Lords, we love it, and we are powered by Advanced GG. Go check that thing out.
I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young wolf, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine, it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stunting, but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
Yeah, bikes are hot. Bikes are hot. Yeah, that was crazy.
Wow.
Anyway, hear ye, and we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords podcast. Damn, they lose Elden Lords podcast. What's going on?
Elden Rings has literally took over the internet.
Yeah, they lose.
There's no internet no more. It's the Elden internet.
Listen, clearly, welcome to the Elden Lords podcast, LLC, and also the LordsOfGaming.net, episode number 249.
You gotta introduce everyone as Elden Lord in their name.
Oh, Lord. We got to talk about that. It's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And today, we've got Hogwarts Legacy. The Initiative in trouble. Starfield updates, and Gran Turismo 7's outage to discuss, so we're going to get right into it. So let's... King, here you go. So let's introduce the four horsemen of gaming, those original knights of the realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, lord of his own world, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Elden Lord Addict of the Addict Show. How we doing, sir?
Doing pretty good, man. It's been a good morning. I've been up since like 9 o'clock.
Snitch it on me when you see me up.
I saw him at 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, look at here. Xbox snitching.
Yeah, I finally, what?
Yeah. That's why I'm permanently offline.
Yo.
You just never know.
In the shadows.
In the shadows, chilling. Go ahead, Addict.
But yeah, it's been a good morning, man. We got an interesting show for you guys today. We got an interesting show. No guests.
Yes.
So it's just gonna be us four.
Mm-hmm.
King could probably count as 2 personalities.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true. My split personality.
Definitely. We won't have to put them on time on the intros. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the essence. But what you been playing, sir? I heard you finish something.
I beat Triangle Strategy. There will be a review out for my Triangle Strategy. Our review, the Iron Lords podcast review, will be up to Monday at 1:30. Now I am going to premiere it. I don't normally do that, but people suggest.
Oh no, you need to do thumbnails.
Like anticipation for it.
Yeah.
It's 26 minutes long.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like, man, that's long. And then I looked at like my Forza review. A person that don't play racing game was 24 minutes long. So it's okay. Maybe my reviews are just that long.
No doubt.
And then the Dying Light 2 review was like 22 minutes long. So.
Okay. Salute. You already know. And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single player selfish experience, and also the Sostradamus, the Lord of Clarity and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank, my man, Elden Lord Sovereign. How we doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Not Eldening anything, but that's fine. Got zero gaming going on this week.
What's going on?
The only thing I got to try out, I played again Switch because that's all I had on me. I played the Kirby demo. So I played the Kirby demo. Okay, it's nice. I mean, there's parts of it that are very linear, and then there are parts of it that kind of open up more. So I don't know how much of a true open world it is.
It must be good because BG's playing it. So
really?
He doesn't really mess with Nintendo games, but he said from that demo he played, they got something. So,
yeah, it seems very cool. I mean, it still seems super easy. Like they give you 2 different difficulties, at least in the demo, and one is like super easy, and then one is supposed to be super hard, or according to them. But it's still pretty easy. So we'll see. The simplicity of it is what kind of gets me a little bit, but the platforming seems good. Like the game looks great, runs beautifully. So we'll see. And then also on Switch, I played some of the Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart levels.
Oh, how they going? How much how that was going on?
They're cool. They seem kind of simplistic. Like it doesn't seem like it seems like they res them up, right? And they made them fit within what Mario Kart 8 is.
Why is it the same line of thread I hear when y'all talk about Nintendo? It's simplistic.
What is simplistic? What you want? I'm not gonna be like it's 4K 120. I'm not gonna say that.
It's 120. Yeah, they got the VRR. They got the VRR.
Don't say 4K Nintendo in the same line ever.
Oh no, that's absolute lies. But
hey,
it's like
there you go. What am I gonna say?
It's rudimentary. But
I mean, what else can I say? I'm not gonna lie.
It's charming. It's charming.
It's charming. I mean,
no, man. They need to charm up that price then.
Listen, man.
But the price. If you bought into that, whatever the online thing, this is. Honestly, this is great because you're getting. Yeah, there you go. So you have it. You're gonna get all these new tracks through next year or something like that. It's a lot of tracks. So they're not giving you Mario Kart 9 yet, but they're giving you this. So
they definitely rock it.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Like they have a lot of the tracks that are from the mobile game in there. So to apply, actual Mario Kart mechanics to those is cool. But again, they seem, kind of rezzed up, nice, placed in there. Whatever. But again, it's quote unquote free. So that is all I have done this week.
It's not free. Continue.
And of course, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh,
The prophet of Xbox,
Swami.
king of the statues.
Simple like Skyward Sword, Lord Metroid. Thank you. I like that.
Yo,
Yeah, I
they-
don't
they
read it.
went
It's
at
not
him.
in super chat. It's not in super chat, man. If I don't see it.
We don't see it. We don't see you. Who defends nothing less than that pre-human experience? It is the leader of the fraud alert movement.
Ooh,
Beloved Lord King. How we doing, sir?
better than Blair Cobb.
Oh, what happened to Blair? What happened to Blair?
Yo, Blair, stop running your mouth. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is laughing at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
What happened to Son?
This old contender, this old prospect, this 30-year-old prospect.
Old prospect.
How gonna be a 30-year-old prospect in boxing? Yo, he's sitting there talking to me.
A journeyman
A
prospect.
Journeyman prospect. Yo, he had the nerve to headline a card on DAZN. That's how you know how garbage DAZN is. So he headlines a card over there at DAZN, and his joint, he stole a catchphrase from Ric Flair. Woo! He stole that from Ric Flair. So he running around doing this. Woo! Yo, shout out to Alexis Rocha. He beat the brakes off him. Yo, I text Dave yesterday. Raquinho, I texted him yesterday and I said, please, on God, on everything, let this dude beat him down. And it happened. I wish I did Combat Talk yesterday because I had so much jokes. It was the best thing in the world yesterday. Shout out to Blair. Blair, I hope you're doing bad. Shout out. I know you are. But because he's talking mess. He said, and this is what I don't like. This journeyman prospect gonna say Earl Spence is cursed. He talked bad about his family. He talked bad about his car crash. He said all types of stuff. And I'm like, bro, a man almost lost his life. I don't play with life.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right, so God humbled you last night. Please take the message. Knock, knock. Who's there? God humbled you.
Anyway, what you been playing, man?
Real quick though, before you move on to the games, how did my young gun do? Zayas, how did he do?
Oh, I didn't watch that. I just tuned in.
You just tuned
in.
Speaking
smoking.
Before you move on to the games, I got one combat question. Did you see non-professional combat boxing with the strongmen? Did you see the strongmen, the dude that played the Mountain Thor versus the world's strongest man? They got it in, and the other dude got his head pitched. What's his name? What's his name? Eddie Hall.
Dude is a big dude.
Yo, he looked good though. He had a little jab going. You could tell he was training.
Mountain he slimmed up. He spars with Conor McGregor.
He spars with real people.
Yeah, the Mountain did that thing.
No, they don't know. I'm talking about real boxers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Addict. You don't want this man. This man like 6'8".
Yeah, it's crazy.
350. And 350 with not a hint of fat.
Yeah, it's
Get away from me, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just wanted to talk about that. Anyway, what you been playing?
Yo, shout out to Phil Dominus, Maximus Aurelius Spencer for dropping so many gems this week. I really didn't expect him to do what he did with game packs, and I said, man, it was a stealth drop. Dudes didn't know that it was coming out. They thought that it was not gonna show up inside Game Pass, but Tunic showed up in Game Pass.
Yeah, I gotta try it. Yeah, how's it?
And Shredders showed up.
Oh, Shredders, yeah. Shredders look fire. I ain't gonna try to transpose that one either, but I gotta try it this week.
So Tunic, if y'all guys don't know, and you know, he did it all natty.
Oh, he did it all natural, on the rip.
Anyway, so Tunic is, if you don't know, it's like Zelda and Star Fox had a baby.
Okay.
It's the cutest little thing, and it's nice, and it's all Zelda-y. It's the wonderment of the world. It's a real beautiful game. And you know, some people was trying to say it's like the Souls game of Zelda. Nah, it's just a real Zelda game. You know, and it's really dope. You get your sword, you get your shield. It's a real Zelda game, and there's a lot of stuff. It's not in English. It's in some weird language. Okay. And you have to figure things out. So I love these games now that's making you figure things out. Shredders is so dope. It took me back to 1080. Remember 1080?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like SSX tricky.
How the beats goes? The trailer, the beats was what that was getting.
It's dope.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
dope. It's something if you miss snowboarding,
Yeah.
get it in because it's dope. Elden Ring.
Let's get it.
All right, so I do apologize, guys. I'm gonna stream today after the show. I'm gonna stream Elden Ring after the show.
Okay.
I don't know when Kyle gonna stream. That's
you gotta stop snitching. You gotta stop snitching. You did me dirty on social media. Yeah, Cog's supposed to do it. Cog's supposed to do this. Cog's supposed because he lost and Cog snitching. Like when the Lord do this.
When the king lost, the king was streaming. So Cog lost, but I told Attic, right? All right, so
you know what I realized though, King?
What's up?
I need to stop being too willing to be streaming these games. I be streaming like the day they came out, and then I'll be thinking to myself, man, I need to play hard to get. Like, what's going on here?
I gotta ask this though, because Addict and I were talking about this a little bit yesterday. What is it about Elden Ring or these type of games you're like, I'm not doing it anymore?
It don't interest me like that. It's masochistic.
It is.
Like it's literally. I'm gonna tell you what it is. B. Like it's one of them joints where people are not really watching to tune in for the game. They tuning in because they like, yo, that joint messed me up. I can't wait till it gets you. That's what it is.
Yo, you remember that time that you called me on the phone and you was like, yo, you playing Tomb Raider?
Yes.
And he was like, yo, did you make it past this part? Yo, he was so upset that I made it past a part.
Oh, the obelisk.
The obelisk.
I
walked right past it.
Yeah.
He said, wait, ain't nothing happened? I said, nope.
I said, then I made him go back.
Yeah, good. Go back. You missed something. You missed something high. And the Puma jumped out. Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, see, that's what the Elden Ring community is to me.
This is my thing, right? And I mentioned this to Attic. I was like, all right. It's not the difficulty per se, because we've been playing difficult games all our lives. And I'm like, look, you guys just went and played a world's first raid with lowered levels, and I'm like, that's difficult
for sure.
And I'm like, so it's not the difficulty. I know why he's comfortable, and Addy was like, he's comfortable there. I get that. I want to see it because I know how you are, but I know how you are. You're gonna get good at it. I know you're gonna get good at it, and that's what I want.
This game is unnecessary. So
go ahead, King. It's your segment, and I'll go.
All right. So it's this thing called Margaret the
Margit,
Fowl, right? Margit the Fowl, right? Okay. So I didn't know nothing about him, right? So I'm running around the world.
About the dude with the cane and the hammer.
Yeah. I'm 61.
Hawk saw me fight that dude.
Yeah, I saw him.
But see, this is the thing. That's the story, right?
Yeah.
So the king is doing everything but the story. And I said, how do I do the story? Oh, I follow the trail all the way up. So I follow the trail. I go into this castle, and I'm level 61. I'm wrecking shop. I got ashes that can kill stuff. I don't care. I fought Marguerite the Fowl, broke him down. I just smacked him in the face, chill on the side, let the rock get him, and let my man take over. And I was just like, you're gonna die here. Today you're gonna die. And I felt so superior.
Yeah.
So I'm going around the castle. I'm like, nothing can stop me in here. Nothing can stop me. Yo. Addict, tell me if this happened to you. I walk to a room, I open the door.
You talking about the night?
The door, the door shuts behind you, Cobb, and it goes black. The screen goes black.
What?
And you hear a dude go,
yo.
And then when the lights come on, he is beating the.
What's funny is when I was streaming when that happened. Like you can even go back and watch streams. Like they're gonna be someone in here with me. And it's pitch dark. Like it's pitch dark. The only thing it kind of reminds me of. Remember the Destiny strike?
Oh,
in the
what you call it blade? Yeah. The dark blade. Yeah. Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
He got me. I had to go back and get my stuff. But and then he don't do it again. Because I told wifey, I was like, yo, check this out. And then I said, he gonna slam the door behind me. But he didn't. You just go in the room and you fight him.
Oh, okay.
But that's all I'm playing. But I just want to give a quick synopsis because dudes just asked me about the Batman. Yeah. If y'all see them Johnson boys is out yesterday.
Yeah, that was dope. I see the picture. That was fire. I like that.
So my oldest boy and my youngest son, and took them to get haircuts. But we went to go see the Batman in IMAX, right? So, for individuals that are upset about this movie, you're seeing Batman year 2. You're seeing Catwoman year 1. You're seeing whoever the villain is year 1. All right. Is 2 things that happen in that movie for where the second movie can go. But this movie is, if y'all ever picked up Detectives Comics, it's not a Batman book. It's a Detective Comics featuring the Batman. This is that.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to see a Batman movie, this is probably the greatest Batman movie, because it is not about Bruce Wayne. He don't even like Bruce Wayne. He's Bruce Wayne. Right?
Yeah,
so
he's kind of buried Bruce Wayne completely.
Yeah, he killed Bruce Wayne off, and he has to revisit some of the things that about Bruce Wayne and go through those traumas, and he sees that trauma.
Said, don't spoil anything. I know I see.
No, I'm not spoiling anything. He sees those traumas revisited, so he has to, go through those traumas. But I give this a say, it's not a superhero film. Okay. So you individuals out, that's not Batman, and I can't stand by this, and it's the worst film that I've ever seen.
It's an uproar?
Yeah.
Because they're used to they're used to a summer blockbuster Batman movie.
This is not that.
It's not that.
It's intimate moments of the creation of a character. So if you guys saw Daniel Craig when he first was James Bond, that was before he became Sean Connery. That was before he became refined. Daniel Craig, to me, is always the beginning. He's the rough stone that got chiseled into Sean Connery's sophisticated Bond. And this is what you're seeing here. But what you're learning in this movie is Batman is a detective. And this is the first movie that touched on Batman actually being a detective. So you can't hate on it. You gotta love it. We're gonna have a roundtable review as soon as Cog see it, so we can do spoilers and all that stuff and talk about it in depth. But dudes be on my timeline and all my head talk about is the worst movie ever, and I'm like, no, you just don't know comic books.
Okay. Yo, it is what it is.
You gotta have an appreciation for that. You gotta have an appreciation for that to understand, because you're gonna go in and you're like, man, there's not enough action. And to me, they did a good job of balancing it all, where the action was still there. So real question. So how did the little one like it? Because that, to me, that's kind of the gauge, because I don't know if I should take my nephew to see. He wants to see it, but I don't know if it's gonna be appealing to him.
Is he?
He's 9.
Okay, mine is 11.
Okay.
Right? So he loved it.
Okay.
But I don't know if he loved it because Daddy loved it and his older brother loved it.
Right.
And he's happy to be out with the guys. Right? And he was coherent through the whole movie. But remember, he loves the Arkham games.
Right.
So when he saw, and you remember in the Arkham games, you do a lot of detective work.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
And he said, Daddy, this is just like the game. And remember when you go to this place, because his place is in that movie that's inside the game. So, and he's like, you remember when you go to this part and you got to do this? Yeah, I remember that. So maybe, he really did like it because he can correlate it with the game, because it does a lot of game elements. So it's very intimate, very nice. It's a very nice, intimate film.
No doubt. And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP, not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Shout out to Define Luke. Shout out to Last Stand Media. They just shout out to College, just put up something on the anniversary tip, man. Really cool to see what's going on. Had the Defining Duke joint episode going on, talking about that little fallout of what's going on in with PerfectDark, which we will get into as well, and some funny conversations about food with Batty is absolutely hilarious, man.
Did you eat that onion sandwich?
No, because they didn't make the bet. They lost. The
onion
community
banana.
Lost. Yep, the community lost.
Weird.
It's over.
Community. Wait, so they didn't make the bet. Therefore they lost.
No. They made the bet. Tried to get some. Tazuichi was part of it too. He tried to, make sure this gets 1,000 likes and the Dukes are gonna have to eat it. No, we eat nothing.
What was crazy was they tried to rope me into it, and I said no.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Jess Gordon with all that craziness when he came on. That's what started. I guess it's a UK thing or whatever. Anyway,
did I say? We still doing 30 days of coach, baby.
What we doing today? What we doing?
Hey, baby, Tommy Hilfiger.
Okay. I enjoy crispy. Is there another? Was there another Spaces?
Yeah, go make a Spaces about that. See you next week.
They out here making Spaces on you, videos on me. It's lit.
Go get it. Go make it happen.
I love it. Anyway. So we got that. Shout out to Fine Duke Ultimate. We had Chris Reagan pull up, talk about what's going on with Halo. Shout out to The Last Word, Ebontis, Ty Guy Travis. Yo, we had an OG on, Granddad Gamers Cats from Manchester, UK. He was from the day, King. You would have loved it. From like the spray painting, the graffiti on the train, you know what I'm saying? Like the core tenets of hip hop stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he's a Destiny content creator, which is crazy. So yeah, like he was dope. We had him.
He tag on trains.
Bro, he from the era, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was like, yo, and we was talking about, you know, when dudes see another dude tag. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because he broke it down. He's like, that's when you knew he was hip hop, because he was like the core tenets. He was like, you know, the MCing, the DJing, the breaking, and the graffiti. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I couldn't rap, I couldn't DJ. He's like, I love the culture, but he's like, I had to do the tags, and that was his thing. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
What was his name when he tagged?
He told us too. He did tell us. You got to watch the show. He did mention it. I forgot it off rip. But he dope show. Had that going on for me. As far as gotta shout you out, Kid. As far as what I play. That 9 Monkeys of Shaolin, son.
Told you.
Yeah, I do the demo. The demo's up right now on Xbox for the free. Go check it out. 2-player. Yo, it's the essence of the joint, son. Like, they got the
9 Monkeys. Hold up.
9 Monkeys of Shaolin.
9 Monkeys of Shaolin. Apparently, I guess it's been out on Steam already. Simple art style, 2-player co-op. But he's got the staff. The cool thing is the fighting joint, because you got the punch, the kick on all that, but then you got the parry, you got the dodge, you know what I'm saying? And like the charge up move, and then the story. Yo, they got good voice acting.
Story is dope.
Yeah, they burnt your village down. Yeah, they burnt your village down. They left you for dead. The Shaolin monks come and get you. You know what I'm saying? You all like, oh,
for that smoke.
Yeah, yo, I ain't gonna. And the story is low key good. Like, it's a very, I was like, yo, King I shouted you out on Defining Duke too, because I was like, yo, this is a little joint on the low. And I think someone tweeted me today, was like, yo, it's coming, you know, to Xbox officially or whatever. So,
No, it's already on Xbox. I brought it.
Oh, the final version is out?
Oh,
yeah, I purchased it.
Wait, man. What happened to your face? How you gonna do
because this is, see, I've had this game forever. It was during those times. I'm not even bringing up Switch games anymore, because
this is a Switch jump ball.
You got it on Switch though.
I got it on Switch 2 years ago.
Oh, it's a Switch game.
Yeah,
fantastic
2 years
game.
ago, it's still same resolution. We got it this year with the new resolution. I'll wait 2 years. Thank you.
I'm done. But yeah, shout out to that. Obviously, we're doing Destiny, and shout out to DVO resolution games. They came through on the check-in.
Man.
Bro, it's so. I would take it down. I want to take my green screen, but I'll show y'all. But it's so cool. Even the cops.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Bad people hit me up like, yo, how you get that?
Rolling dice.
Yeah, shout out to the resolution game, bro. It was fire. Can't wait. PC edition coming out, so I'm still rocking with that. And that's been pretty much it. So you want to get the super chats before we get into the topic? Oh, Asa said, what game we talk about? We talk about 9 Monkeys of Shaolin.
9 Monkeys of Shaolin.
9 Monkeys of Shaolin. A little simple, beat 'em up, but the good art style, good story, great voice acting, ragdoll physics. Yeah, it's cool, man. I do like it. You know, so check that out. But yeah, what we got for the super chat song?
Give me a second. Let me just copy paste these last ones that just came in. Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
We got Render with the $2 super chat. When are we getting the Elden Lords podcast done?
Yeah, we got to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
There we got God's Hitman, $5 super chat.
For the Lord. He laying you down for the Lord. Wow.
Love that name. That name. I hope Xbox lets COD devs / team make and work on Halo. Let 343 make something else. Wow. Okay, that came out of left field, but hey, whatever.
That's how you feel.
There we got Tyson Buhajo, $3 super chat. Where's the sour? It's the Lord's Day.
Hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. All right, so look, today we got the sour. We got the sour still. Make sure you get that. That sour watermelon is lit. We got new sours coming. I'm gonna tell you about that. But what you gotta mix it with right now. This is what you got. You gotta mix it with that slamming grape, son. That slamming grape. Focus up, man. Get focused, man. I'm telling you. Use that code. Get that 10% Iron Lord. You know what to do, Advanced GG. Continue.
Cog the chemist.
Listen, I gotta push. I'm pushing P right now, man. I'm trying to make. I'm pushing this powder right now. I gotta get that.
Then we got the 40 rupee super chat from Gameonomics. It gave me solid Batman the Animated Series vibes. Yes, that very dark, sort of like a moody vibe.
Yeah.
Bleak. Then we got Freddie Fox, $5 super chat. King, you hit the nail on the head, peeps. I know that I hated it. It went in. Okay, I know I hated it when it went in looking for the wrong thing. I thought the movie was fire. Love the detective side. Yeah. Yep. If you go in looking for a Batman movie that you've seen before, you're gonna just go in with an open mind. Okay. That's it. Cool. Drunken Ninja, member for 20 months. Thank you, sir. Morning, Lords. Happy Sunday. Good to be part of this realm. And shout out to all the Lords holding it down for the vow of the disciple raid.
Salute. No doubt.
I ain't do it yet.
You still haven't do this.
But you still haven't done it?
When y'all get it down pat, listen, I'm in Elden Ring right now.
Oh, that's what it is.
Always be there. Me and Attic gonna get it in today.
Yo, hit up DJ Oros in the chat too, man. He be raiding all the time, helping everybody.
God bless, man. I'm in Elden Ring.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Once and I think I'm good.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
Wow, you hear this? You hear these traders?
Swords to get.
We're gonna hear you saying the same thing.
I gotta level up, man.
Yeah, I gotta
level up, man.
I gotta stream this J eventually. What else we got, Sal?
That's it.
That's it? No doubt. Yeah. He said, hey, Cog, I'm looking at the 2 bottles here, that powder, when that gameplay coming. Yo, it's coming. Yep. It's coming. That's crazy. It's coming. I'm coming. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna probably do the Twitch, though, Attic. I was going to talk to you about that. Do the Twitch.
Link that to your joint. All right, let me tell you how very easy it is.
Tell me what you did.
Make your Twitch joint, link it to your Xbox, and then you just hit the button and you go live. Now stop playing around.
Oh, that's how you do it? I didn't know. So I don't connect it to Mixer no more.
None of that. You ain't gotta mix it up. You gotta do that. What are you talking about?
Yo, I don't have to disconnect my mixer.
It's just like when you drinking your Focus. You just put the water in, you just stir it up, you drink it, and you focus, right?
Yeah, focus up, man. I'll be cooking up over here. Anyway.
You gotta stop saying that.
8 ounces. Listen, y'all can't stop doing over 8 ounces. You know what I'm saying? 8 ounces on the cut. That's it. 2 scoops max. 16 ounces. You know what I'm saying? The problem with y'all dudes right now. Hold on, let me talk. You probably gotta do. Y'all cooking it up, but y'all using too much. No more than 8 ounces, bro. All right?
No, man. Yo.
Brought to you by AdvancedGG.com.
Oh my God.
Moving on. Last week's poll results are in and the people have spoken. When you hear reports of developer departures at a game studio, when do you think there is cause for concern? The winner of the 3-way ILP poll at 42% of the vote was the Messy Lords. I don't care. Y'all just mad when y'all favorite dev leave for a bigger bag with the ops group. Coming in at second place at 33% of the vote was not concerned. The industry is very fluid, and there are many reasons a dev could leave that doesn't doom the quality of the game group. And in last place with 23% of the vote is very concerning, especially when multiple developers leave the project early and when the game has not been released. So the Messy Lords win. They saying people just mad. Addict, what you think?
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
No, he's not the Messy Lords. I'm the Messy Lord.
Yeah, you the Messy Lords in a way, but I had to ask Addict what he feel. They stupid in the chat.
Why are they just mad? Why he just mad that they left for a bigger bag? Why would you be mad at that?
No, because they scared. They scared right now of Corey Barlog leaving. Because they had the fake Corey Barlog account.
There's actually a lot of information that says he is leaving.
But he's not the director. Like the guy directing it now is not. It's not him. So I don't know.
Just get over to Microsoft. Cut it out. so we can get God of War.
I'm done.
Remix, baby.
I'm done. Yo, we catch that super chat from the mentor. They wilder. You cut that one off?
Hold on a second. Let me grab that. Let me scroll back up.
$20 should grab from Neo Metal.
Neo Mental, Power, Book 6, Cognito, $2 super
I
chat.
got a Lolo.
We
I
got
got a
to
Lolo.
stop saying that before YouTube flag us and put us. Put us
What is this Lord Cognito doing on this channel?
Man, focus.
We really need to stop making so many drug references.
Putting us in the YouTube, excuse me, algorithm.
They go.
Got it on the Lolo.
They end up putting
in
like
the
a
middle
hashtag
defining
in our-
Duke of this swatter. What's going on?
So what's going on with all these sales? What's going on, Iron Lord? What's going
Get on the floor.
Who is Iron Lord? I'm looking for the drug kingpin Iron Lord.
They're gonna end up putting in like you know how like when you watch something it's just like adult for adults only. It's gonna be like, but they're gonna put like substance abuse at the beginning. Like,
Oh my
I can't.
Disclaimers.
If you need rehab, yo, what's going on?
Listen, man,
Crack
just
is
moving
whacking
my-
the
You know what I'm saying? I just moving my
Just
little
say
product,
no.
man. That's all I'm trying to do. Move my little product. But look, we gotta get into it. We got
Keep your brain on drugs.
yo, remember that? We got the state of play, Addict. This is your topic, man. Hogwarts. What's going on?
so there's been a lot of speculation on what we're gonna get from Hogwarts Legacy, and first off, I want to kind of briefly go over. It's interesting that it had its own state of play instead of WB coming out formally announcing it, so we can talk about that a little bit, and then I want to give general ideas on what your opinion was on what was shown. Did everyone here watch that
Yes.
gameplay?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh,
Because Kay didn't watch it.
The last state of play, I saw it. No,
Because it was state of play. It was that
it was a state of stay away.
Continue.
Once I heard WB let Sony do the state of play, I was like, oh, WB broke.
Why I gotta be broke?
Why I gotta be broke?
WB ain't got the, but it's like, I fit the bill. You want to shower it? Go ahead.
Continue, Addict.
I'm gonna check it out.
I just want you guys' general opinion, and we can start with Soft since King didn't watch it.
I'm gonna watch it right now.
That's right.
It's like
15 minutes.
Like 18
long.
minutes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch the gist.
so
Cliff notes.
so for me, let me give you a little backstory. It's funny. Like, so I love Harry Potter. I've not read the books, but the movies I've always enjoyed. Like, wow, this is cool. And then once you started getting into the dark stuff, it's like, wow, this is really cool. So I'm an unapologetic Harry Potter fan. So last week, the second thing that came to my mind after, I'm about to die, when I had the kidney stone, the second thing that came to mind was like, damn, I'm going to miss Harry Potter this weekend because I had purchased tickets for my sister's birthday to go see the Harry Potter play on Broadway. So that was my gift to her for her birthday.
Okay.
So it was for Saturday. And I'm like, so when it's funny, it's Wednesday, I'm dying. And then the second thing that pops into my mind, damn, I'm gonna miss Harry Potter. So I felt considerably better when I went to the Harry Potter play with it. It was amazing. The Harry Potter Cursed Child on Broadway is freaking amazing. So I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I did not know what to expect going into watching this. This is the Harry Potter that I think all Potter fans are like, oh my God, this is it.
This is like it's one of them joints, like for real.
It is.
No, King watching it right now.
King watching it like,
listen, that's what I said. I don't even rock with. Let's see King reaction, y'all. That's what I was like. Yo, they did that. If you a fan of that, they did that. But
They
continue.
did that.
Continue.
Yes. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. If it was just going to be a linear story-based game, it was going to be an RPG, and how deep they were going to go into like the lore and to make it really feel like it was your story in Hogwarts. And that's exactly what they did. They gave us the Harry Potter RPG that people have been wanting forever, with you as kind of the central character, and you being able to sort of pave your way through Hogwarts. At the same time, there is an underlying story because something sinister is always going on at Hogwarts.
I'm back. I saw it,
bro.
Yeah.
From the look of the game, from the way they're doing combat and magic, from the way you could sort of the kind of secrets that are within the world. Because again, if you don't read the books and you don't know the back lore, you just watch the movies, you can tell there's a lot of stuff in Hogwarts that's super secretive that you just can't. So they have to expand upon that. And again,
Plus
any
they got
old
those
game
new movies with the
the Fantastic Beasts, which is telling Dumbledore's backstory, right?
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Yo, all I could say, it was one of those things where I was watching. I'm like, yo. It was. I was super impressed with what I saw. Again, it's supposed to be coming out this year, so I don't have any reason to believe that what we're seeing isn't what we're gonna get. And man, I am super excited. I sent it to my sister because she doesn't play games at all, but I sent her, I said, watch this. And she was like, oh, I'm like, oh, Justin has a PS4. And I guess maybe I could try it there. Like it was, I'm very excited. Very excited.
That's what's up, King. Where we at now that you saw a little piece of that?
Well, I saw a lot of it. To be honest with you, I like the over the shoulder. I understand why Sony showed it. The most eyes will be upon it, to be honest with you, because StateOfPlay actually chart really well. So, what I did see, they had the atmosphere down packed when he was walking through the hallways and they was talking to the people. They had a little dialogue tree and stuff like that, and then I saw the combat and I saw the open world aspect of it because it turns into like top down type of looking thing. It looks really polished, and I think, like you said, it's going to launch this year. I don't think this is one of those games that's going to get delayed. I think it's going to actually hit its mark. I think it's going to come out because it looks polished, it looks clean, it looks ready to go. So if anybody actually likes Fantastic Beasts or actually likes Harry Potter, I think they're going to have it's going to sell well.
Nah, for real. Like I want to say type of time, y'all. Like I am not a Harry Potter guy. Like I tried a couple times.
I won't buy it though unless it's in Game Pass.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like
the caveat.
You know why? It's a movie book based game. And those licensed games tend to not work well with me.
Okay.
Unless it's about characters and stuff that I really care about.
Did you do Guardians yet? You got.
I'm playing it now.
Okay, you got Guardians.
So, but see, this Elden Ring thing that's happening right now, and you think it's like really a joke. I want to pull myself away from this game, but I want revenge.
No, I feel you. Yeah, Elden
Ring.
King,
just so you know, this is 100 years before the books.
Yeah,
so this is kind of its own lore.
It's a licensed game, but it's not a movie license.
Right.
Game.
So then it's going to tell me a different story.
Yeah, it's like an 1800s. Yeah.
There's no Harry Potter in this. There's none of that.
Okay, so he's still a MacGuffin.
Yeah. So like I'm not. So like I said, but I know some of the lore. I know what's going on. But I admit, when I saw this, I was like, I know why Sony showed this. This studio, they're confident. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks really good. It looks very so fire. It's extremely ambitious. Like they're doing a lot. They're doing mixing. They're doing open world. You go to schools, college.
Yeah,
you got
it feels like the Hogwarts bully game.
Yeah, it's bully. It's Hogwarts bully. Then you dueling the other students, and all right, let's go. And like then I was like, all right. So then at first I was like, oh, it's just gonna be Hogwarts College the game, right? At first. Then when they did the second part and you going out in the world and doing, I saw the spell joint. Now I don't know how I feel about the frames, so it's all. It felt a little 30-ish on some parts. Yeah. I'm nitpicking. The game looked beautiful. I'm nitpicking, but I mean the sheer diversity of the spells. Cinematic. Yeah, cinematic. Yeah, it's cinematic. You know what I'm saying? But it really look good. I think you're like a fifth-year student. You pick your house. Oh, you know what Dave always finds? Why they got a school named Slytherin?
Yeah, that's Slytherin. Everybody want to be Slytherin, and they don't be. Sometimes they be the other ones. And you know, I'm like, I want to be Slytherin because Slytherin sound like it's
so funny. Like it's hilarious.
It sounds like it's the grimy one.
Yeah, like those are the grimy dudes. Like, yo, you down with Slytherin? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because Gryffindor sounds like heroic, right?
Yes.
Hufflepuff sounds like the cornballs.
I ain't down with the Hufflepuff. Yeah, we ain't doing Hufflepuff. But I mean, it look cool. They got the school and you got the classes, whatever. And the little adventures outside. They got dungeons, which I thought was very interesting. And let's put our hands together for the damn character creator. Let's put our hands together. They got some full diversity going on in there. I like what I seen for the options. Now I know there is some controversy apparently with this game based on
yes.
Yeah, I don't know the lore, but you know what the issue is.
People have issues. So J.K. Rowling has at some points made statements that
like transphobic.
That some have deemed transphobic. As a result, there are many people who have tried to sort of cancel her because of that.
Gotcha. And then I heard that her involvement was not much in this game, or not.
Right. So so the thing is that the devs had to come out and be like, her involvement in this is minimal. Because again, they're just trying to make a game about something that they love.
Right.
And when you start conflating the game world and the world of the books and whatnot, and something that you love with whatever the author said, whatever, when you start doing that, then all of a sudden now people are looking at your project like, I'm not supporting it regardless.
Right.
And it's like, as a game dev, you're like, damn, I worked so damn hard on this game that I know people who love this are going to go gaga over, and over this, it's possible that my game could just be dead in the water. Right. So it's just one of those things where it's like they've had to distance themselves from her.
Right.
But come on, let's be real. Like J.K. Rowling's gonna make $1.5 bags off of this. So it's just the reality of it.
All I would say is that I'll give it back to yourself. Is that I'll be addict. Is that I did hear, which was surprising after all this, because I didn't know who was involved. I don't know their history like that. I don't really follow Harry Potter like that. But I was surprised to find out that the character creator, you can actually make a trans character. So I was like, oh, okay. So they clearly are self-aware of whatever the issue is that this person said.
I mean, in the play, so the role of Hermione Granger in the play was originated as a Black actress, and they've sort of maintained that. I haven't really seen any versions of it that maybe I'm wrong, but the Broadway version, like the original version that came out on the West End and in Britain, was a Black actress, and the version that I saw also, Hermione Granger was a Black actress. So it's one of those things. Like I guess they've made a concerted effort to be like, okay, we don't feel this way, right?
Right. That's it. Feel like they separate themselves from
exactly.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got.
The stewards of the property.
Robe. It sucked the monsters in.
It's like the salesman in Resident 4. Like, what are you selling?
Addict, you was about to say something.
His robe up and suck the monsters in.
Wow. Addict, you was about to say something before I finish.
When it comes to like the rolling activity, like, look, I get it. It sucks to support something that you're passionate about, which the money might be going to someone that's not, definitely not the best type of person in the world. But it's like, I've always had that concept. It's like, if we have that energy of one thing, we have to have it with everything. There's corporations doing slimy stuff 24/7. We're gonna just not go to Walmart, not go to any type of fast food joint, not go to Target. Like you can literally trace that. I mean, Sony just had some crazy stuff happen a couple months ago. We going to just boycott Sony too?
Right. Listen, it's a personal decision. I don't knock anybody. Look, this is how I feel. Like whatever the game is, or dev, or someone that makes a comment from one person, there's two schools of thoughts. It's either one, you're not gonna let one person's comments affect the rest of the team and still support what you like, right? And then there's the second thought that's like, I'm not with that. I'm not with a person, denouncing a group or anything, so I'm not going to support it. And to me, neither is wrong. The only thing I would say is that at some point, this is where I agree with Addict, is that, at some point, to be completely morally clean is very difficult in this business, because at some point a game you love or something you love is going to have someone or some entity associated with it, and you're going to have to make a personal decision. So I don't knock anybody either way. It's personal. All I want to say is the real important thing of this, shout out to the Nintendo Switch coming in hot, having this game. Shout out to the Nintendo Switch
running at 5 frames per
second.
That.
We don't know what the frame's going to be.
This thing going to look like a bang.
Shout out to the Nintendo Switch coming in hot, and the devs have confirmed, King, that they are getting the full version.
It's gonna be on 10
discs.
Listen,
you gotta go with a system. I think it'll be on 10 discs. Yo, listen,
King.
Be
the most compressed game that you've ever seen. King. What I'm looking at right now.
When you're the market leader, you have to bend the knee to the Switch.
The amount of
that game ain't coming out.
King, they gotta appease the market leader, King.
You want to get Quidditch Light? That's what you gonna get. You gonna get Quidditch.
We're gonna
get. He said you're just gonna get the Quidditch part.
I got you, Addict.
We're gonna get such a huge like downgraded version of this on the Switch.
That's not the point.
That we're gonna have to redefine the definition coming in hot because this is gonna come in like a meteor. like when King, you're gonna fight an enemy, a boss on Elden Ring, and he's got a special move where he jumps up in the air and he comes down like a comet. That's gonna be this game going into the Switch.
Listen, the devs were forced to bend the knee. They know the dominant platform, and they had to make a decision. It's best for the studio.
It's just business.
It's just business, y'all. That's it. You gotta go where the kids is at. They know the kids gonna buy that.
Imagine the Switch is the lead.
It's the lead. The development, but they got the dev kid based on it. Yeah, who holding who back now?
Yeah. The fact that Nintendo really never markets third-party games, like ever.
Oh, here comes Stitch. As soon as we see Switch talking, time on the Switch,
time and
pushes in time. Listen, man, it
They're
is
not doing that game.
I'm telling you, I got the comment right here from the dev.
They can have all the comments they want.
Hogwarts Legacy will be coming to the Nintendo Switch.
See, King, they might get it.
Polygons.
King, they might get the game, but let's be real here. They're not getting the game.
They get
like
it's gonna be a graphic novel on the Switch. It's gonna be like Danganronpa.
It's equivalent to playing this game. Like, you know, right now, obviously, Switch is an option. You can get an option. But you know what else is? Xbox One's an option. Is anyone here gonna buy this on the Xbox One?
Listen, man, lead platform.
You gonna get it on the platform that's gonna run this game properly.
You
not
gotta
not the 280p console.
Addict, when you dominate MPDs the way they do, this is what you got to do. You got to bend the knee to who's winning the generation. I mean, mopping the floor with the rest of you guys.
The only reason I would bend the knee is to hit the Switch with the trap door that throws the Switch in the basement.
Lead platform, y'all. It is what it is. But moving on, back to you.
Clay Bud in the chat. The lead platform is Steve, though. Like, he took that really seriously. Like, no, hold on.
He ain't like that. Listen, you got to bend the knee, y'all.
Don't even worry about it. It ain't no scaling from that. Listen, they are going to get literally flat shaded polygons. Yo, y'all remember Tobu number 9?
Number
9. Nah, man. They're not doing that game.
Listen,
I just really looked at it right now, right? So I did the extended look because I did the highlight look first, right?
Yeah.
Somebody had it up for like 5-6 minutes. I was like, oh, that looked dope. Then I saw the extra stuff. There's no way.
So I'm just curious. You know, it's coming out for the Switch, obviously. They got The Witcher out on the Switch.
Yeah.
So this game clearly can work on the Switch.
The Witcher, they got Dying Light on the Switch.
I just want an honest thing. There's gameplay out for everything else. Is there gameplay out for the Switch?
Stop worrying about. Stop worrying about how the sausage is made.
That always comes later. You know that.
So, I mean, when it comes to this game, like, I've always been like half in, half out. Like, I don't really know too much of the lore when it comes to Harry Potter, but I'm curious how they're going to do certain things. Like, I know they're going to put the sorting hat on you, so I'm curious how that's going to function. If it's going to be like random, or it's going to go off, maybe you can make stats and something, or you choose, kind of like Fallout 3. In Fallout 3, at the beginning of it, you're in the shelter and they ask you these questions.
Right.
And that bases your original stats. Or what's funny is you could tell the person that gives you the test, yo, I'm not taking this test. This is bull.
Well, yeah,
I literally let you pick what you want.
I would assume they give you the option, like, do you want the sorting hat to pick for you, or do you want to do it yourself? Like, that would be hard.
I don't know, because like, I think it depends. Maybe when the game starts up, like, what's more important to you? Like, do you want to? Because every house, to my knowledge, they represent something, right?
Right.
But the thing, you know, what's funny after watching the play, right? What the play tells you is that there's a lot of assumptions about what goes along with the name of a house and what that means, right? And that isn't necessarily the case. There's always been a stigma around what this house means, what that house means, and it isn't true, right? Just that it so happens that certain people live in certain houses, and you know it's defined as heroic or evil or whatever.
Right.
But it's not that. The play really makes it clear that it's not that. Yeah.
But let's be real here. It's the game. They're going to make it what the general ideal of these houses are. Like, that's my opinion, what they're going to do.
I hope they don't, man. I really hope they just let you rock.
What's going to end up happening, my opinion, unless it's random, unless you put that on, they don't give you a choice. It's a random thing that gives you one of 4 houses. I feel like that would make people mad. I don't know why. That would make people mad. Because I know the Harry Potter nuts. I'm gonna call them nuts because they crazy.
They love this game.
My friend Amber literally had a wedding that was Harry Potter themed. Like, she had a sorting hat and everything. So it's just like, if you don't give them the option to pick the house they want to pick,
I heard you can. No, I heard you can. And I watched the thing. It said, yeah, you can pick your. And that's why I was laughing. I was like, Slytherin. You can pick all. I was like, I can pick that. Yeah, you can.
I didn't see it say pick. I saw they showed the sorting hat being put on his head. I didn't hear them say.
I heard in the state of play when you watch it, I heard commentators say, "Hey, you can, students or whatever can pick which house or whatever." I remember hearing it. Maybe hopefully whatever.
Well, it's gonna be curious how they do it. Like, I hope because clearly you'll be able to study certain arts. You can like master certain and not others. I'm hoping they let you you take a test or something, because in the actual lore, to my knowledge, like, the sorting hat picks for you.
Okay.
You can't do that in here. So I'm hoping like they start the character developer. Maybe it's like got a little bit of an RPG skill tree into it. And depending on what you put in that skill tree, depends on where you go and what house.
Or maybe
that's how I would.
Maybe they actually ask you what you do in the character creator, and then they do like a cinematic. Like even like it's predetermined already, what based on what you input. I don't know. They're gonna figure it out, but it does feel like they're doing it. But no, it looks good. Holiday 2022, and y'all gonna like the poll because this is super ambitious, y'all. If they pull this off,
the world looks nice.
The world looks beautiful.
Different flying mechanics.
This could be one of them joints. Yeah, this could be one of them joints if they pull it off.
I saw the Griffin. He flying. First of all, he flying a Pegasus.
Yes.
I see him flying on his. This Switch ain't doing this.
This is the lead platform.
I'm gonna tell you this though. There's a lot of kids who love.
That's what I think about with the what they know.
Switches like this. They're like right in that prime.
They're say, "Mommy, this is not what I seen."
Kids don't be knowing all that.
They're gonna know when they load up that Switch and it looks like a Lego game.
When they see the Final Fantasy VII flat dudes, they're gonna say, "Oh no, Mommy, this isn't what I saw."
Sob, I think you on it. I think they forcing the action because they know that demographic.
Yeah.
All them kids love Harry Potter. They gonna make this work. It's gonna sound like gangbusters on the Switch.
I feel like Harry Potter's big, but I don't even
turn like gangbusters.
I don't know if like a lot of kids gravitate towards Harry Potter.
I see a lot of adults.
I see more adults.
I feel like that demographic is more,
is older now.
Yeah, but you gotta get
probably
the kids.
like
You gotta get the new
25.
generation.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But see, the thing is like, in order to make Harry Potter's mainstream, but it's mainstream to a certain demographic audience. It's not like everyone.
Right.
Like, in order to get it to that point, you would have to restart that series and restart putting them out on the big screen.
Yeah, they would have restarted those little TV series.
Well, I mean, regardless if they start them, this game's not coming. That movie ain't coming out before this game comes out. So.
It's the same way with Star Wars, with Star Trek, and everybody has a niche.
Yes.
Everybody, and Harry Potter actually fits that niche. Those books sell. It's like the Vampire Diaries. Those books sell. Those stuff is like that. So you have those people that's fanatics about it. I don't really think that it's the younger demographics. I think the younger demographics gets pulled in because it's kid friendly.
Yes.
All right. So you have a hero. You have the chosen one that's later on in Harry Potter and the stuff like that, and they can follow the story pretty good, and also keeps kids reading books. But at the same time, this thing, I saw the open world to it because in the Cliff Notes thing that I saw, they just showed you combat, they showed you the clothes, and they just showed you the over and the fighting. So when I went into a little bit more of it, y'all saying the Switch, I'm like, no.
No, it's happening. Y'all said that about Witcher. Y'all said that about Witcher. How is that possible? It's getting to be 5 frames per second. And it's moving out here. It's coming in hot, bro. It's coming in hot.
I'm I'm sure you could fit a lot of games on the Switch, but I mean, for the people that only have a Switch, that works perfect for them. But I would never play a game on the Switch that have options to.
I like getting Cyberpunk on the Switch. Cyberpunk coming out for the Switch.
You know, actually, someone brought up a good point in the chat. They said the Sorting Hat, because I remember in the first movie, it actually, because Harry Potter, it wanted to put Harry Potter in Slytherin. And Harry Potter convinced him to go with Gryffindor. So maybe that's how it is. Like when you're on, when you put the Sorting Hat on,
maybe it's like a mini game.
Yeah, you have like a mini game, and if you do it a certain way, he'll put you where you want
Snake
to,
eyes.
or you could just have him put you where they want.
Man, it's a dice rolling game.
CeeLo with Hogwarts.
Play CeeLo in the back. Play crap. Play craps in the back.
You know what's funny there? The Sorting Hat, like it's just then it's like, then where do you want to go? And it just like it says roll a die for
roll a die. Anyway, well, yo, Joy look fire. Can't wait. Good topic. Addict. So I'm gonna get the tops before we move on. Super chat.
Let me see what we got. We just got a couple. We got what do. Hold on a second. We signed a petition. We get Sunday. Hold on a second.
Nah, you good. The chat is loose. Cyberpunk
Tony Bryant, $10 super chat. Happy Sunday, Lords and Realm. Not a fan of Harry Potter movies, but love the books. But this game is a day one purchase. We get Starfield and Harry Potter back to back. Oh my God, Elden Ring might have Game of the Year competition.
Ooh, you gonna like the poll?
Imagine both these games came out like a couple weeks from each other. Starfield and Harry Potter.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know, man. Like unless like Starfield shows up in big ways, I think Harry Potter will take that space. I really do, because the thing is, like, this is a good Harry Potter game, and we've seen through like Spider-Man, like huge demographic audiences that when their game is done right, they show up in waves,
Droves.
Got you.
Yeah. So. And we got AKW, £5 super chat. Can we sign this petition for Cog to play Elden Ring? Here's the link to the button of this super chat.
King already snitched the whole thing. I was trying to build it up. So now, blow up the spot. It's coming. King's going to have to show me how to stream. I still don't know. I'm very unfamiliar.
He's so
He's going to show me how to connect my Xbox to the internet.
King is an expert, so I don't know how to do that.
The IT tech guy.
I don't know.
The ignorant computer guy.
Very robust system that they use.
You know what's funny? Someone put a crazy super chat. All this hatred that King be getting, they're going to give a Switch game. He will be the final boss.
You're gonna see. So we put that.
He's going to be on a dragon flying around like a platforming area.
Savage. What else we got, so?
Throwing crowns at you.
Ridiculous.
Then we got Tyson Lewis, $10 super chat. What it do, family? Happy Sunday to you all, and wishing you all a dope show. Tunic is my jam right now. Yeah, there's so much Tunic talk right now. They're talking about the secrets in this game are crazy.
It's nice. It's very good.
Yeah. And we got Fezd, $5 super chat. It's quote, it's dangerous to rely on teraflops as an absolute indicator for performance. End quotes. Never forget that was from Mark Cerny himself.
Yes.
Yeah, because he got an unstable box that flip-flop, teraflop. So of course you're not gonna boast about something that you're not the best in.
I think we missed a little bit, Soft. I seen a couple that we missed.
Did we?
Oh no, you're not up to it yet. No, you good. You're not up to it yet. Yeah, we just got more.
Teraflops are an indicator. When they losing in teraflops, teraflops are an indicator. Just send me your ears.
I'm done with you. Yeah.
Then we have the wise old gamer, $5 super chat. Yeah, I saw Hogwarts reveal this week, yet the most magical thing I saw this week is how the initiative made quadruple A disappear. Wise old gamer at it again.
Messy.
Very messy. We got Don Otaku, $5 super chat. If they can get The Witcher 3 running decently on Switch, any game can run. They just have to actually put the time and effort into doing it. I mean, yeah, they hit that 30 frames. It is very Vaseline-y, but it's 30 frames.
That is a cataract waiting to happen.
Forte said we missed his member thing. Yeah, it was earlier before. Yeah, I think we did. He had like a member comment. I think it was, it was classic.
Flame.
That's later. Before, I think we missed Forte. We definitely, because he just hit me. He said, "Don't forget my membership chat. I need King to know we are a drive-by service." So clearly, I'll find it. Keep going.
That's right.
Yeah,
I don't
see it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. It probably scrolled up fast. Keep going. I'll find it.
Okay. Then we got Flame, member for 18 months. Okay, Cog is onto something. Switch is definitely the dominant platform, especially since it has Game of the Year triangle strategy. Bend that knee.
Woo! Talk that talk. Let's go.
Speaking of that, man, you guys could check out my triangle strategy review tomorrow at 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the lead platform, right?
On the lead.
A lead platform that you don't play.
No, I'm saying, but you just played it on the lead platform. I just want to know how that worked out.
I
for
never
you.
said it.
Oh, okay.
Like you be projecting King's nonsense onto me.
It's the only place he can play it. He's like, that's the lead platform.
I just want to make sure he's played it.
Wait,
on the
is
lead
it on
platform.
Steam? Is it on Steam yet?
It's only on Switch.
Yeah, you got to go where the money at. I mean, I understand.
I've always went where the money at.
Then we got the Otaku Fix, $2 super chat. Just stopping by and show support.
Salute.
Then we have, hold on a second, the Wise Old Gamer once again, $5
This
super
is
chat.
crazy.
I heard if you create a transgender character in the game, it becomes harder than Elden Ring. The final boss apparently is J.K. Rowling.
Wow.
We're not going to comment on that.
We're going to leave that alone.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Then we got Don Otaku, $5 super chat. PS fanboys that are still hurt about Horizon getting shot down by Elden Ring are trying to say Hogwarts Legacy will overshadow Starfield.
Yeah, they try that. They mad though.
AKW with a 5 super chat. Can we sign this petition for Cog to play Elden Ring?
I read that.
Yeah, you read that.
No, he said you missed it, so I was just wanting to make sure.
No, we read that. We read it. Stop trying to read it twice, though, but I feel you.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you just asking now.
Just this one specifically.
He said, wait, he said that we didn't read it? He said that we didn't read it?
He said, you missed my super chat. I was making sure that was it.
Yo, you was making sure. Oh, you was making sure.
He just wanted it read twice. That's
all
what he
that
wanted.
was.
Attic is helping.
I know.
Because I very clearly read that.
I know, clearly. I remember.
But there is a petition to make Cognito play.
While I'm at it.
Stop telling. Damn.
If someone would be so happened to hand me this link to this petition, it might show up in the chat somehow.
I can't wait till it's your turn again. Anyway.
So, yeah, I don't know where Fortes is at all.
All right, man, I can't find it. Forte, I remember seeing it. It's so
Just
crazy.
add us,
Yeah,
Forte.
just right what it said. It was the classic line that you always said with King, and it was something else. For whatever reason, it's like gone from.
It's gone. Yeah,
it's like removed. I don't know what happened. So Forte, if you want to just at me or at us, and then just rewrite what you wrote because we want to shout you out, brother, for real. So we got everything caught up until then. All right, cool. So lot going on with PerfectDark. You want me to set you up, or you are good?
Go ahead, set it up.
Yeah. So hold on, let me get the topic lit up. I didn't even got the topic. Initiative. So report. Shout out to GamesIndustry.biz. Report PerfectDark Studio. The initiative see waves of staff departures. Analysis of LinkedIn suggests around 50% of the studio's core development team has left in the last year. So it said the studio saw multiple exits across other disciplines, with writers, directors, engineers, and QA staff also leaving later this year, including game director Dan Newberger, design director Drew Murray, principal world building Jolan Myers, amongst other senior members. And it said the former employees' departure of Fast and Furious. Several ex-staff described the initiative hierarchy as top-down environment, with studio head Daryl Gallagher and Newberger controlling a lot of creative decisions, according to this outlet at VGC. Staff were frustrated and didn't feel heard on key issues surrounding development. The team also said it was surprised at Microsoft's leniency towards the studio's lack of progress as a result. And the final thing that people are making a correlation is some of the departures took place in September last year, around that time that the initiative partnered with Crystal Dynamics to create a reboot of PerfectDark. This is a hot one, Saul. What we got going, man?
I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like I have any idea what goes on in the studio and how this stuff works. What I will comment on is this. We still, from the initiative's mouth, right? we know that the structure of the studio is kind of different than what we've seen in studios beforehand, right?
Yeah.
The idea of, and they themselves, we kind of inferred by the number of people that were at the studio, and then they sort of clarified that yes, this is what we do. We sort of take an idea from the ground up, kind of build the framework and whatever, and then maybe partner with somebody to finish it up. So I don't know, this sort of, in my view, being something that's new, maybe we don't quite understand how that works. Maybe we don't quite understand that this is the way it's going to be with people coming in and out.
This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way. This is the way. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is this and this is that, because I just don't know. What I will say is this. When you have the people at the top of the food chain, in all aspects of development leaving, that's worrisome to me, because the thing is, if you're in it from the beginning, at the inception of the concept of this game, of bringing back this character, then I feel like if you walk away before it's done, then you're not really invested in either the franchise, the character, or the iteration of the character that you're bringing forward, right? It just sort of feels like if you were there at the inception and walking away, it just, and so many people walking away that were sort of there at the inception of this is what's worrisome to me. Because at that point, my thinking is, why even bother bringing Joanna Dark back if it's going to be a product that's kind of, that doesn't feel like it has a focus and a heart, and a heart that comes from not just one person, not, Daryl Gallagher, and that's it. At the end of the day, by the time this game comes out, the only person left from the initial team is Daryl Gallagher. And it's like, okay, then what's the vision that we're getting as opposed to the initial vision of the game? Okay. So for me, what's worrisome is the fact that it doesn't feel like whomever's working on this game, the investment in truly bringing PerfectDark back and making it great, not good, great. Because in my opinion, this is it. I'm not saying that PerfectDark has the burden on its shoulders that bringing back God of War did or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, you're bringing Joanna Dark back as a first-person shooter on a platform in an ecosystem that is rife with first-person shooters, great ones at that. And if you're not fully committed to making this game unique and stand out on its own from the rest of the stuff that's coming out on Xbox, you feel
it's like a lack of commitment on some level.
It just feels like overall that it feels like there's a lack of commitment from the people that kind of initiated this project. And that's what's worrisome to me. I don't want to sit here and say this person leaving but when this last person that left, I'm sorry, it was the last person that left was who again?
Newberger? No, I forgot the name.
Newberger, right? The game director. The thing about game director is this is the person that is at the helm or at the top of people, sort of, but creating basically the flow, the look, the feel of the game that we get as a final product. This is the person that's in charge of putting those pieces together to make sure it works well as a singular product. And when that person walks away, again, it just feels like, where is the commitment to bringing back this character and this franchise in this way? And like I said, I'm not saying that PerfectDark has that cachet, because to be frank, PerfectDark is one good game.
Right.
PerfectDark Zero is what it was. It's not. PerfectDark is one good game that if you go back to play it today, probably doesn't hold up nearly as well as it did back then.
That's a fact.
So a lot of it is, hey, we have this character that can be very cool. Bring her forward, modernize her in a way that redefines her and makes her super exciting for a modern audience. And I just don't, with people leaving left and right, it just feels like the commitment isn't there. And what worries me is, like, I've seen conversations and arguments about, well, the people are getting offered 3 times the amount of money that they had that they're getting there. And the thing is, you're gonna tell me that Microsoft, one of the richest companies, is gonna penny pinch now when it comes to salaries and keeping the top talent. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't see that part.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reasons for leaving have to be, in my opinion, different than that.
Yes.
So that's what worries me. I'm not gonna speculate on the culture in this. I'm not gonna do that. I just feel like I want the commitment to PerfectDark to be there. I really do, and I don't know that I see that there.
Spice off is spicy today. Attic, you up?
I actually have a completely different thought process.
Well, let's go. That's beautiful.
I think that this is a power struggle between Crystal Dynamics and the Initiative. I feel like Daryl might be subconsciously agreeing to the old studio he used to work for all those years ago. And I think after a certain amount of time, people feel like their voice ain't being heard. I think there might be a scenario where there's something might be going on behind closed doors that we don't know about. They might be on this, like, you know, if you guys do good on PerfectDark, we're going to buy Crystal Dynamics and merge them together. And I think there might be a scenario going on behind closed doors where a lot of these people, because if you look at the Initiative's higher ups and Crystal Dynamics higher ups, I'm sure there's a lot of crossover.
Right.
So if something like that ever happened, people are getting let go, or at least getting demoted. You can't have two people doing the same job. So I personally feel like you're already in the beginning stages of this. So I don't feel like it's a lot. I don't feel like there's not enough friction going around to like have people leave in the masses like this, unless it's something critical. And it's recent. It's like the last 12 months. And what was recent? Crystal Dynamics joining them.
The timing is very, very, very similar. The correlation.
So Adam, do you think it was a surprise to the devs that were already there that they brought Crystal Dynamics in? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, no,
I don't think
that was something that they never were told was going to happen, like something of that magnitude.
I don't know what, you know, Daryl Gallagher's like mindset is with something like this. For all I know, this is something that he always wanted, but he had to go through certain links to get. And I don't know if like he set out, like, you know, maybe his mindset's like, I love to work with my old crew again. And when that possibility came out, he took it. And now you got these people that have similar positions working on either side of these companies. And I feel like when you get all these people in a room, all these higher up people, and you got these people that a lot of them he handpicked to go to the Initiative, to poach for the Initiative. And then you got people over here on Crystal Dynamics that he's worked with for years. So I feel like maybe he naturally trusts Crystal Dynamics a little bit more. And I think maybe he's agreeing a little bit too much on one side and not the other. Because when you have these lead people leave, lead people make bags. They don't leave for no reason. They leave for toxic environments, or they get better paying jobs. Like Solve said, I don't feel like you're going to lose some of these people because of money.
Right.
Like,
I would agree.
You're going to be able to counter them pretty easily because you can't pay more than the majority of the people in this in the business world, in the industry work. So I feel like it's got to be something more. And the reason I think it's this Crystal Dynamics is because this is such a unique situation that we've never seen someone from Square Enix coming to work with Microsoft.
I ain't never see that.
So to me, it feels like maybe this has already been done. Like they just ain't coming out officially.
But the question is why? Why is this being done? Right? It's a lot going on here.
Because
it's a good
Daryl
one.
Gallagher wants his old people working because he feels more comfortable with them. I think that because if you look at Jez Corden, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Jez. He had a great breakdown with
that. And
he
said, look, like, I feel like things that the Initiative are changing, and they could have done it better, but it seems like the direction that the studio's going is for the good. Now, I don't know if people have noticed, but look, I don't know why so many people are leaving. It's complete speculation on terms of if Crystal Dynamics is having like this merger at the end of it. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because of how unique the situation is. And like, do you go back from working with Microsoft to go right back to Square Enix? I think it's kind of the latter. Like,
right.
I feel like there might be already some kind of paperwork in place that as long as they don't mess this up, I honestly feel like Crystal Dynamics is going to be bought and they're going to be merged with the Initiative to make one studio. And like, regardless what's happening with that's my opinion. I'm going to put like, clearly there's a conversation whether or not Microsoft is having, some kind of management.
They saying they got to crack the whip at it. Say they got to crack it.
I do feel like they got to a point with certain studios, but look, when you own, and I'm considering Activision being bought, when you own 30 plus studios, some people are going to rebel. Some people ain't going to do what they supposed to. When you own this many studios, you're going to have to constantly have some of them being put up in the news for some reason. Like, people forget how much friction Naughty Dog went through before Last of Us 2 came out.
That's a fact.
They lost a lot of their staff too.
That's a fact.
So
the ones
it's a
that was
natural
working on
thing.
factions.
yo, you stupid.
It's just a natural
Baby,
thing
come
that
back.
happens. And I honestly feel like this is something that this is one of the situations that we need more information. Like, we don't know why these people
I got
are
enough
leaving.
information for you. Soon as you get to me.
I like
I just, to me, like, Daryl Gallagher is so qualified for that position that I don't
my turn.
I don't feel like, because this dude has been working everywhere, and when you take his criteria and what he's done in the past, if this is going on under his watch, clearly he neither co-signed or some of these people probably left without, obviously you can't keep people there to a point, but it's just like, I'm gonna trust this dude. And obviously, PerfectDark come out and bomb. It can't.
That is true.
It can't
Okay.
easily come out and bomb.
He will be on
And
notice.
that'll all be on Daryl Gallagher.
Yeah.
But to me, for some reason, I'm gonna put my trust in Daryl. Like, I don't know why, but like, maybe what's happening over there at the Initiative is just better for the actual studio. They've been out there being a company for 4 years and still ain't got nothing done. Maybe some of the people leaving is the reason.
Maybe somebody else is cracking the whip. It's gonna be interesting, man. Kid, go ahead, because I'm ready too. I'm ready. Good.
Okay, so the things that we actually do know.
Let's go.
The original team. Well, first, let's. The Initiative is an agile group.
Yes.
It's going to be small and agile.
That was the
They're
initial
going to
vision.
build a framework, and another studio is going to finish off after they finish whiteboarding.
Right.
So that leads me to believe a lot of the workers are on 6 months to 8 months contracts. So let's say those guys, they leave. Now, the directions of where the studios are going, shout out to Jazz. Dudes wanted to have episodic content.
I heard one of the initial visions was
like, and
wow,
no,
I
we
heard so many
don't-
different things. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, put your arm down. Like, no. Like, he put his hand up in the meeting and he kept saying, we should do episodic content to keep the Game Pass thing going. No. No, we not. See, what Mr. Gallagher knows is he successfully brought back Tomb Raider to prominence. He successfully took a female, actually probably the most iconic female character in the history of video games, and brought, besides Miss Pac-Man, brought her back to prominence without and removing the sexuality from the character and giving a deeper understanding of the character telling a story.
Very
right?
true.
He actually did Nathan Drake it, right? So, all right. So now that he did that and he made Tomb Raider relevant, this is another female character that he has to bring back, that he wants to do it in an iconic way, and it has to go through the old format. It cannot go through episodic format because he wants to tell a complete, concise story. And maybe Attic is onto something. Maybe there is some paperwork in the background. And maybe he was getting too much pushback on individuals that was probably undermining him while he was working, and said, I'm going to go to the people that I've been in the trenches with, the dudes I bust guns with on the block, them dudes that I hang out with.
You can leave Tommy do his job.
Are you implying that dudes ain't, was there a coup?
Yeah, well, you know what happened?
I told you, there's
You
a power
could
struggle.
go.
You cool go. Yo.
Let me. But I got this question.
Let's get his counter borrow.
Crystal, I feel like there's a power struggle, and Crystal Dynamic won the power struggle. That's
Because they had the dude in the lead that was with them.
Let's get his counter borrow real quick to get quick finish.
It's not a counter ball, really. It's just a question. It's like, okay, because the people that they were interviewed, right, that left, they said they made it seem like the norm for them in other places they worked is that they had autonomy and their opinions mattered on every level, and it was just a super collaborative thing. Is that something? Again, I don't know what we have. You know, I know you've talked to more devs than I have. Talk like. Is that something that's the norm? Because they seem to leave, if they're leaving the Initiative based on that, right?
Right.
Is that so archaic what the Initiative is doing, and it's not being done at at the majority of
Which
studios
portion,
anymore.
which part of it you're asking is being archaic? The part of collaboration?
The part where it's top down,
Well,
and I tell you what to do.
This is where I know where you're going, and I'm gonna give it right
Right.
back to King because I don't want to interrupt too. But what you're saying, from what I understand, shout out to Jazz, shout out to Grub, when they were initially formed with the small and agile part, it was like this different thing. Like you said, this collaborative, we're going to get in the room and then we'll come up with a base thing and then we'll outsource it and yada, yada, yada. And the vibe from the reports is like, our joint ain't felt no more. They not listening.
But they're making it seem like that is not the norm. Like the norm now, the expectation wherever they go is that everything they say is going to be taken into account. And it's like it was so strange.
This was what was told to them.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are going to be able to get in there and y'all getting to mix it up.
Yes.
Well, obviously, y'all wasn't getting nothing done. Y'all was doing a whole lot of talking.
That's what I think.
And nothing
A
was
whole lot of
getting
yapping
done.
and no work.
Yeah, right? How many times your mom's told you go finish your homework and you sat there and you was doing everything else and she had to come in and she had to crack that whip on that back. So you had to figure it out, right? This is that. Gallagher said, these dudes is talking too much and we got deadlines, we got COVID stuff, we got stuff. Yo, Crystal. Come here.
And then
Come here. Because you know what he can count on? He can count on those people that he was on that block with. He can count on those dudes that he can go home and go to sleep and know that paperwork gonna be done tomorrow and is gonna be at his desk. He understands that these dudes will get it done because when he left it in other people's hands, there was okay, so what this what had happened was and nobody want to hear and this is what had happened was. All right.
Are you implying the deadlines wasn't being met?
I'm implying all we got is a CGI cutscene, and y'all ain't agile. That's not being agile.
The agile part.
Right?
The fourth A wasn't kicking in.
Yo, and if you felt agileness was all right, what we going to do is give you bite-sized chunks of a whole complete game. Y'all look and say, hell no. You ain't putting my name on that. Let's do something different. And then you come back to the meeting again the next day. Well, how about we do bite-sized chunks, smaller portions? He said it in a different way. How about we do smaller portions, right?
Stupid.
No. How about we do the whole game? Okay. How about we do episodic? All right, you got to go.
He had enough. Big DG's in the building. Big Down Gallagher said he had enough.
I'm tired of you trying to give me the same thing that all over, but telling me it differently.
But King did. Here's the thing. Right, I'll just play. I never advocate. I know where you're going, but this is mad people on the senior level. I could understand if it was just one dude, right? So
they thought they was gonna rock the boat.
Oh, they thought. So you think you going with it cool? That's what you going with.
They thought Gallagher was there for play. Like they thought that he was their friend. You know how many times do you got an employee that think he's your friend, but you the boss? Like when I have to cut the strings, I'm gonna cut it. And he's gonna look over at you like,
I thought we was friends.
So this is that. Also,
this
dudes
business.
They thought it was sweet with DG. We gonna call him Big DG, right? So they thought it was. They thought DG wasn't playing.
So I just say this the same. He has the pedigree. All right, and listen, Avengers wasn't a failed game. It was a failed game as a service.
But
the story
was fire.
Was lit.
Graphics were fire.
Guardian of the Galaxy story is lit. So let's not act like Crystal Dynamics is out here pooping out duds.
Talk about it.
All right, so they actually giving you high quality stuff, story driven narrative, what Gallagher is trying to get to, right? These other dudes, y'all left. Okay, we hear y'all left. That episodic stuff ain't sitting right with me. And if there's smoke, there's fire. So if one dude gonna say, I don't want this, okay, all right. So how about we do a story, and we complete it and we give it to them. And they say, okay, and they come back tomorrow with something else. It's not working here. Right. And he has to talk to his bosses. So when Matt Booty comes in and say, okay, so let me see what you got. Where we at with this? Okay, so
progress meter.
Right. They all sitting in a room, and probably Daryl was inside the back, and they like, okay, so what we was thinking about was this episodic. Didn't I tell you don't say that again?
Why gotta be the episodic? Why the episodic was the downfall? Somebody kept saying that to me.
And you can't come back around here no more. We have a conflict, and it's not we don't want to bid to keep you.
Mm-hmm.
If they want you, they can have you. Because right now we're looking for something, and you're not giving us that. So, and it's cool because when other developers leave or other heads of management leave other companies, I'm in an uproar saying all types of stuff is doom and gloom.
Right.
So when these dudes are saying that, I understand. But remember, I don't play for your team. I play for mine. I'm the Xbox Defense Force, and I'm here for that.
I'm done for you. I got to get my balls off. I've been patient.
Like, the thing is, King, the reason I feel like it's the Crystal Dynamics thing is because there's so many high people leaving. Get one or two, that's one thing, but when you have a whole lot leaving, usually it's something else because you don't have this many people leaving a certain amount of time. That's what I feel like. One of the only scenarios, obviously, could be a variety of different things. Is they're scared their job's going to get took. Like I said, if you merge Crystal Dynamics and the Initiative, there's going to be a lot of jobs
overlap. Yeah,
that overlap. And to me, some of the people in the Initiative might feel like Daryl. If this were to happen, this is complete speculation. But if something like this were to happen, they might feel like, yo, he picking his people. I'm out.
Listen, let me get these off. Let me get these. This is fun. I cannot wait to see what happens with this situation. This is the most intriguing situation I have ever seen. Off rip, my initial feeling of it, my strongest number one feeling about this is Big DG got a lot of power in that building. Yeah. Daryl Gallagher, when we first heard the news that Crystal Dynamics was coming on, we were like, wow, that's interesting. Like, Square, first of all, Square let that go, right? So that's one aspect of it. Like, yo, you ain't doing nothing. We'll take a bag to throw you over there on another, Xbox games too. Like, I've never seen that, right? Then
never happens.
You've got a guy who's ahead of a studio, who got all these connections in another building to get a whole studio to come work on your game that you've had these years and years relationship with. Right? So that was just interesting in itself. I did some little research on Mr. Gallagher. King, look at this resume. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Warfare 2, Infinite, Destiny 2, 2017. He was a senior vice president, head of development at Activision. Crash Bandicoot, Skylanders. Then before that, Square Enix, he was there. He did Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year anniversary. Hitman, Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Just Cause, Lara Croft, Life is Strange, Hitman, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, Thief. Then he was at Crystal Dynamics before that, 10 years. Head of studio, Tomb Raider Trilogy, Director of Art, Tomb Raider, Anniversary Legend. He was at THQ.
And keep in mind, he's a lead position.
Lead artist at Rockstar. Head of creative at Sony. This is his resume. All I'm saying is this. This man has shown
trust in Daryl.
The resume that he got. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm not disrespecting anybody that left. They all got resumes. But this resume is impressive. Like, to have all these titles in lead positions at everywhere you went, right? So I don't know what's going on in the building completely, right? But I can assume, based on what we see in there, I can make an educated guess based on the information that is currently presented, that it feels in big corporate, right? You could start off with an initial vision. And you highlight, like, yo, I'm going to apply for this job on LinkedIn because we're going to collaborate and we're going to do this and that, and it's going to be small and agile. And then as the project goes on, and maybe to King's point, either deliverables ain't met, or like we were kind of implying, what's Addict's implying, like maybe there is a cool, and let me explain this. We had Mark Dara from BioWare, right? And one of the things he explained on Defining Duke was that usually the top guys at a big company, they know what the core vision of the game is, right? Then as it trickled down, as it disseminates, dudes be in pocket. In big corp, not everybody's talking to each other every day. Everybody's working on their little specific thing, right? So if you got guys that are not, I'm not saying not listening, but are not focusing on what his vision may have been, then he may come back and say, okay, what's the progress on where we at? And if there's no progress, they're like, oh, these dudes ain't listening. Or the flip side, where the guys that are like, oh, he wants us to do this, but we was promised that this was going to be collaborative, and we wanted the direction of PerfectDark should be this way, right? Mm-hmm. And then they get together, and then remember, they senior level guys, they form a cool, like, nah, PerfectDark, we want the episodic or whatever. I'm just making stuff up. Like, we want whatever, and that's the fight. So then you get that big meeting, or maybe Microsoft, and comes in, and wait, what's the status of PerfectDark, guys? And Daryl's like,
the status of PerfectDark.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how we doing, guys? And Daryl's like, look, you know, things ain't where I want it to be.
Hey, can you sit down?
Right. And then, because I always find it weird that the timing of these departures coincide with Crystal Dynamics. To me, if Crystal Dynamics comes in my opinion, that is to facilitate this man's vision. They know how he worked. What you call it, Kate? They've been on the block together.
That's right.
They've produced hits, mega hits. I'm going to get my people because y'all not listening. Right?
That's it.
Not listening. I'm theorizing. I'm theorizing, right? That could be one scenario, right? And he could come, and then they go, oh, how dare you? Like, this is not what was promised to me. You told me collaboration, right?
It could be just something as simple as Daryl and the initiative, the other people at the initiative had a vision that they wanted to, and then Crystal Dynamics came there to make it. And they pulled Daryl aside, like, "Have you seen this?"
But it could be that,
maybe
or
we need to change.
Or it could be that you. Get.
I don't think Crystal Dynamics came over and started the beef.
That's what I don't think. I
think he saw something.
It was like, oh hell no, y'all not listening.
No.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, his resume is no duds, right? So he said, "Oh hell no!
I'm going with that one.
You think I'm putting my name to that?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. Oh, Crystal.
Hey, but here's the gangster part, okay? How he got enough power as a head of a studio to make getting Crystal ain't cheap.
All you gotta do is show facts.
You have to pay bread to get Crystal in, and that means
all
Microsoft
you gotta do is show facts, though.
But in my opinion, that means low key, unless there's something I don't know, where a studio head could go get another studio to come in, and someone's fitting that bill is what I'm saying, Saul. Someone's paying for that.
Okay, so he goes like this, right? Yeah. He peels Mac Booty over because I ain't gonna get Phil in this. I'm not gonna get Phil. So I'm not gonna. No, Phil's over there. Phil's doing something else. All right. He goes, yo, Matt, come here, Matt. Look at this.
Why I gotta be like bad homework?
Look at this, Matt. And he said, well, what's going on? I thought we had agreed. Matt, what are we going to do? Because we know we can't go tell Phil.
Why I got to be this secret
deal?
deal?
He said, and Satya, he said, Matt Booty said, well, how are we going to get this done? He said, yo, listen, I got an idea. I got my old group over there. They're not doing nothing right
and he
now.
know that they're not doing nothing too.
Right now, they've been put on the sidelines and they've been shouted out because they messed up Disney's bag. That's why they got reprimanded, because Disney felt that they messed up their bag. They made up promises.
Yeah, they wanted Destiny for Marvel. Yeah.
And then, Matt Booty King was like, you know what? You right. Hey, let's just buy them too.
What he said was, all right, I'm going to bring it over to Satya. I'm going to show him this, what you showed me. And I'm going to tell him, we can't have this loss. Satya right now is on a high. Game Pass is doing good. Xbox is in a different space. He's willing to purchase stuff. Okay, he'll get them over here. Hell yeah, let's go see. Ain't gonna hurt to try. Yo, Satya. Yeah. Come in. Sit down. Look at what they was doing.
Why you telling on them?
Why you telling on them?
You know how you see them behind the glass in the room and they all looking at you, and their mouths is moving, but you don't know what they saying.
Yeah.
The one thing that I can't 100% stand on that is the boss can't say, "Look what they doing."
Oh, the boss can't say it because
he's in charge of them.
I give you a job to do, and you don't do it, right? And I got to report to the other dude that's above me. I definitely could say, look what I told him to do and look what he did.
Why you gotta point like that? Why you gotta do the 6'9" point?
I can't get down.
You know this finger. This is the finger y'all see in the movie theater when you're talking too loud. This is the finger you see when something's happening. This is the finger, and it's always close to the chest. This is the finger, and you're like, that one right there. So I know for a fact, all those people that was actually leaving, they were leaving because they was like, I'm not being hurt. Like Attic said, they weren't being hurt. Their hand wasn't being raised because every time you called on them, they gave you the wrong answer to the question, and you stopped calling on them inside the meeting. So he would sit there, you know how you in there.
I can't.
When it comes to, I feel like when it comes to this, I don't necessarily think they weren't doing their job. I just feel like there was conflict on the direction of the game after Crystal Dynamics was put into the fold. Like, I feel like
I disagree only on the timing. I agree with what you're saying. I just think I don't think it happened after. But I'm gonna let you continue.
You're at it.
I feel like once Daryl got everyone in the same room, I think there was just a lot of debating on the direction of the game, because clearly, because they say, the reason I feel like that too is they stated they're going to do a soft reboot.
Yeah.
So why would you do a soft reboot if you knew the direction of the game before this happened? If it's like another studio came in there and didn't like the direction that they were going to develop the game.
I hope that soft reboot. I hope that soft reboot encompasses them turning it into a third-person game.
Hey.
Let's be real. No, let's be real.
Games they make.
That's the kind of games they make.
And that's what worried me about Crystal Dynamics' involvement from the beginning. It was like, when you look at Crystal Dynamics' pedigree, right? If their lead on this, they've made one FPS in the past 20 years.
Good catch. Good catch.
That's Project Snowblind in 2005.
Good catch.
Wasn't really all that good.
Listen, man. I'm rolling with Big DG. I want just one.
Yo, listen.
I want just one.
I got this thing, and I think you're going to understand what I'm talking about here. How many times does the workers think they know more than the boss?
And these are senior people too, with a lot of success. You know
and I'm gonna tell you,
but a lot of these
I'm gonna tell you,
they have a lot of clout themselves.
Yeah, they got big clout.
These are the dudes.
Those are the dudes that's gonna pop off.
Listen, you gonna understand what I'm saying right here, Cog. Teddy on the dock.
Teddy on the dock. Old school dude. Yup, Daryl. Yup.
All these incumbent dudes just sitting there. Yeah, I know, man. I know what he said, but do it like this.
Because they see it, and they got God of War on their resume. They got resumes too.
Right. So this, and they tell me, I go there. The boss told me when I strip and wax the floor to strip and wax in this fashion.
Yes.
Sav knows what I'm talking about. Teddy on the dock. Yo. Don't listen to him. You don't know what he's saying.
And the young boys start listening to them dudes,
and
right?
listen, and you follow the direction of this dude. And then the boss came downstairs while you in the middle of doing what you was doing. And he said, "Didn't I tell you to strip this first, then do this?" And then you looking at him, but Teddy had said,
"Yeah." You know what's crazy? In the matter of 30 minutes, we have invented like 8 different ways.
Oh, this is great. This is what speculation is. I love it.
But I'm telling you, I know somebody thought they knew more than Gallagher, and he not there. Whoever that was,
that's what I feel.
Not there anymore.
That's what I feel.
That is one of the issues when you get so many
high up people.
Is that everyone's going to want to put their stuff on the table.
They want their resume too.
Yeah. And listen, and that to me, again, shout out to Bardar from Byway. He had great point about game dev and some of the reasons why they went wrong with BioWare on certain things. He said sometimes you just need that small group that knows the vision of the game, right? And he said the key is making sure that vision is properly disseminated and everyone is on board with that. So sometimes bigger is not better. In this case, they may have had the small group because it wasn't like super, super big, right? But to King's point, if you have a bunch of senior people, right, who have success. The guys that left are not some new jacks on the scene.
Yep.
They've been in, they got resume. So to them, it's like, yo, this is not either A, what you promised, or B, we don't like what this direction is. And they got enough clout to be like, yo, we out. So to me, when you got a coup or some type of disagreement.
They're like the Knights of the Realm.
Yeah. So then, to me, the biggest power move, in my opinion, is someone saying, oh, word? Get Crystal on the phone. These dudes don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's power. If you are a new studio, you're a brand new. I've never heard of a brand new studio saying, what, y'all not? Okay, Crystal, but you know how we did it back. You know Illmatic, we got Reasonable Doubt, we got Ready to Die, we got, you know what I'm saying? We got Tupac albums on our joint. You know what I'm saying? So
put Nas in the booth.
And then here's the other thing. You see the Crystal Dynamics people come in the building at it. And you like,
you sitting there. You see them walking in.
And they got a cubicle next to your cubicle. You gonna be
you got like executive people that he just comes in his office, you know, that office on the side. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna put a desk right here. Now this is my office.
I'm gonna tell you what this is. I'm gonna tell you what this is, Kyle. This is when the RZA went out and did grave digging. And then he was like, oh, y'all not want to do it like how I say your woo, and then you see the woo come back.
The woo come back, bro. Because the thing about you in the building, and you one of the dudes from Initiative. You're like, I'm senior game director. I'm such and such. What's your name? Yeah, I'm senior game director for Kristen. Yo, how you got my title, fam?
Imagine like the conversation that the Initiative had before it was before they were told. Like, imagine like obviously they were told before they showed up. But imagine if you're just sitting there and you're eating your Cheetos on break. And some dude sits in front. He's like, "Yo, I ain't never seen you here before. Crystal Dynamics." He's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm the lead on the art director." And then he's got like the Cheetos in his mouth. But I'm
the lead. What if they come in the building? They all got Crystal D shirts. It's a team of dudes with Crystal D shirts coming to the meeting. Bro, I'll be mad too. I'll be like, nah, son. I ain't rocking with this Crystal D.
We gotta take the story a little farther. All right, so they got the Crystal D shirts on the front, and then they got a picture of the person they replaced it on the back.
Yo, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. But I feel you. All I'm saying is, listen, them dudes with the Crystal D shirts.
They the 616 and they the 4.
It's like afterwards. It's like if your name is on the back of one of these individuals' face, can you please leave the premises?
Listen, man.
They turn around, you see their back with the face.
Yo,
listen,
King, what they do is they have like those little Velcro things that it has like a mask on it, and he turns around and they rip it off.
Listen, bro, Big DG move different. I'm learning about the power of this man, and all I will say is, look, this game do got a hit though. For all this game got a hit. But I will say this:
it got a lot swirling around.
It's got a lot swirling around, and I will say though, if this game comes out after all of this, the controversy, leaves exit, and it is fire, he's gonna go down in legend because people gonna remember this day. Because don't think that there's a lot of people that left that's hoping that it fail or hoping that because they gonna be like, oh,
that's
you don't want
Corey ball logs report.
Yes, that's how the he
Corey
will be. Yes,
was so nervous when the reviews launched because he honestly didn't know how they're
how it's gonna play. And remember when Corey went through the building with no jump button. He's like, how's the God of War with no jump button? What's this little guy? Why are you forcing this son? But he fought for that vision for God of War. He fought for it, and everybody was not on point, and there were leaves and there were departures with that. And Sony up top, remember, they rejected a couple of, he fought to keep, his job was online. So all I will say is this, and we see where Curry Barlog is now. Daryl Gallagher.
Watch Raising Kratos.
Yes. If Daryl Gallagher pulls this off, he will go down in Xbox history as a studio head with a direction to make a classic, and they may have one of them joints. He's got to pull it off. He's a lot.
The actual funding for a quadruple play game.
I mean, the fact that he got Crystal D in the building already, to me, is like, bro, you moving crazy out here. Like, you could do what you want. So this is fun. I want to see what happens. This is one of the stories I was the most excited for this topic.
Facts, but turn it into a third-person game, please.
Yeah, bro, if he turned it into... Listen, I am going to be Team Gallagher all
plus.
Yes, hit the like,
yo.
We
got 600 plus. Hit that like button. Share
it
out. Listen, when we get to... what is it? 15.
Let's get it to 300, and King will do cartwheels.
Don't listen to him. I can't do a cartwheel. Save my life. I couldn't do a cartwheel when I was younger. I ain't doing a cartwheel now. And that's when I was skinny and agile.
Just breathe. breathe and visualize you doing the cartwheel.
Listen, this is when I was skinny and agile. I have to call in Crystal D to do that cartwheel.
Listen, shout out to Geeky Nerd. He said God of War went back to the drawing board. They didn't bring Crystal D, but the same principle remains the same, Geeky Nerd, which is there was a soft reboot. Right, there's a reboot of the thing. So at the end of the day, the principle is the same. I know it's not exactly apples to apples, but it'll be interesting to see what happens, man. Like I'm curious. I'm front row for this drama. This is great.
It's like the chat said. Like, look, there's probably going to be a soft reboot, like most likely, but it's not going to be. It's not all doomsday because these people left probably about what it was like 20 people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
But Crystal, the entire entity of Crystal Dynamics is still there.
Oh, they're huge.
So it's not like
we staging a walkout. They walked out and Crystal D walked in.
Yo, that's kind of true.
Crystal D with the scabs. Like, you have the
scabs with the rat.
You remember that time we was out there, we was picking it, and then the scabs, when we was like,
scabs walked in like,
hold on.
And then the scabs came across the street.
Unionized.
The replacement workers came in.
I got another one. Crystal Dynamics, they in the room, they said, we shouldn't be treated this way. They tried to like orchestrate a strike, and then they got everyone they didn't like in a room, and they got them all to leave, and they shut the door and locked it.
Change the access code and bring it Crystal. Yo, this is some crazy. Yo, Daryl, DG, man.
My key card not working.
Yo, that's the worst thing you heard at corporate. That's the worst thing you can hear at corporate. Is my key.
Yo, I'm swiping like hell. I don't know. My strip looks fine. My strip looks good.
I can't. Yo, we bugging.
You just have the person, he took his job screen from the top. Mine works.
Oh, man.
Then he walks right past. Then you see Crystal D walk right past.
Yo, I'm done. Moving on. We messy. This is a great one.
He tries to go in the building and security just comes in front of him.
I can't.
You ain't got a CD on your chest. You're going to have to get up out of here.
I can't. Yo, we turned this into a whole video game, this situation. Anyway.
Well, all this is alleged.
Allegedly, that's all we do. We just speculate. Yo, that's all we do.
That's fun. That's fun speculation.
So you want to get the topic?
Shout out to my man.
Yeah, no doubt. Super chats, I got it. We got the Otaku Fix $2 super chat, just stopping by and showing support. Thank you, brother.
Salute.
Then we have a Tyson Buhajo, $8 super chat. Most of the developers that left are Jim Ryan's covert spies. Now they're back in PlayStation Studios with knowledge to make world-class games like Xbox.
A good analogy, Saul, is someone if Cog brings someone on sound just like you has the super chat. Saul starts to reach. He's like, "No, this dude's gonna do that now, Saul. You don't have to do that.
Don't worry about it." That was like the whole thing with what's his name with Troy Baker and the NFT thing. It's like, I'm gonna support these people that are just gonna mimic my voice and just pay to sound like pay some money to have some computerized thing sound like me.
Man. The fact that he had them on deck though, that is crazy to me.
Just in case
that's funny. That is funny.
He had a parachute just in case you act up.
Just in case you act up.
But it's like the parachute was open already. It's not like he had it in the cut.
He jumped out and he had it on. It's like looking at them on the way down.
Yeah, it's like they did the jump with you just in case, and they cut your chute on the way down. Like, well, you out cool, we cut your chute.
This is the wildest story, bro.
You see on the channel news, tragic story.
It's gonna be funny how this plays out, man.
Yeah. Then we got the wise old gamer, $5 super chat. I heard the initiative is losing so many people that the UN has officially classified it as a humanitarian crisis.
Oh my god. You're out of control, sir.
Then we got Looney Boy 221, $20 super chat. The work that all those devs who left the initiative did not get erased when they left. They did the work. It would be alarming if those devs left and Crystal Dynamics wasn't there. The game is being finished by a full team.
What if he said, take your work with you and get out of here?
Yeah. You saying that like it's a fact? I don't know about that, bro. Like,
I don't all your stuff and get all your stuff out your cubicle and go.
I can't. Then we got Kendrick Star, $2 super chat. Cyberpunk FPS Tomb Raider. PerfectDark will be good. Fingers crossed. Let's see.
We'll see.
Then we got Shroom Kingdom, $2 super chat. Gallagher out here like Kanye. I want my wife back. Then we got Clutch Man, $20 super chat. many didn't watch Jez's checkpoint video about the latest Xbox 2. Jumped right in on the worrying and concern hype. The moment he said he heard some of the other side of the story and wasn't worried, this wasn't an issue. Yeah, I didn't listen to Jez's thing. I don't like my opinions being if I listen to Jez's stuff, all of a sudden my opinion has changed. Right. And again, afterwards, now I will go and research everything.
I'll just give you the short of it. Jez pretty much thinks this is for the good of the game. He feels that he spoke to the group that has remained or whatever, and that like he just feels that at the end of the day, like there was a vision, the small agile kind of thing. It's changed, and he overall feels it's a positive move that the game
down is Jez was talking to them. Talked to them on the phone. They hung up the phone, and the camera pans out. It shows the Crystal D on their chest.
I can't. Crystal D. The fact that we thought they had their shirts on, though, that was funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It kind of reminds me of the way we was talking about it. It kind of reminds me of that show that was on Netflix recently with
Squid?
It was the one where people had to fight over like all that money.
Squid Game.
Oh, Squid Games. Yeah. They had the shirts all moving in order.
Somebody had the answers to the test already.
This is classic us though. This is speculation and creating stories that don't exist.
This is vintage ILP. This is why we exist.
Like 60 people walking with the Crystal D on their shirt. They turn, face the door, and start coming at you like an army.
Listen, man, the Crystal D is the dudes that got the guns.
That we're saying is
it's real. What if we got this one right though? But it would be funny. I can't wait.
What Gallagher is watching right now, and he's like, "How do you know?
They better respect.
These guys are good.
They better respect my hand.
He's good, man. He's good, man. I told you he's good."
The camera pans out. This says King Crystal D.
I can't.
We immediately get a Daryl Gallagher follow after the show.
We get a cease and disorder.
or cease and desist. One of the
We out here putting the business out, man.
Then we got the wise old gamer again, $5 super chat. After tasting his new chick, Gallagher wants his old chick back and asks Microsoft to fund the bag to bring her back to him. How bad was the fish smell down? Jesus! Wow.
Jesus.
Mr. Old Gamer, please. Children are watching.
The Lord's Day.
Then we have Shroom Kingdom, $2 super chat. So Crystal is the ride of that chick.
Yes. Facto. He called up the old thing and was like, "We're gonna do this how we do this."
Yo, I honestly believe when in doubt, CD your way out.
Bro, it just showed me how much power that man got. I've never seen it like that.
Now, Matt Booty was on, first of all, let's give a shout out to Matt Booty, because the man moves in silence and carries a big stick. Pause. Like, these studios is humming along. They're doing everything that they're doing. And anything that we just heard of this stuff right here, right? And it seems like this problem got rectified and cleaned up very quick before a bad game could come out, a game that is too much trouble going on. You hear these guys left, but there's replacements there on deck. Right, yeah, this is unheard of.
And the fact that, let's be honest, Microsoft, unless Daryl Gallagher got to hold his own separate bag to buy Crystal Dynamics, I would assume that he got some connection to get Microsoft to make this move, because that cost. Square took a bag to give up Crystal Dynamics.
We got to say that's Matt Booty though, because remember, Matt Booty's in charge of those situations. Yeah. So remember, he reports directly to Matt Booty, and Matt Booty runs it up the chain.
But think about Matt Booty even allowing Daryl Gallagher to do that. Like, think about, Daryl Gallagher got to be so much in the building for them to even listen and sign off and say, "You know what, Daryl? All right, we got you."
I think when you go and get a Daryl Gallagher, his opinion and his voice is heard.
Yes, that's what it showed me. What it showed me. I completely agree. Continue, son.
All right, then we got Shroom Kingdom, $2. No, we got that one already. We got Looney Boy, $221, $20 super chat. No one should be concerned about the initiative. Literally 3 months after Phil brought in Crystal Dynamics, he convinced Satya Nadella to spend $69 billion to buy Activision Blizzard, then gets promoted to CEO of gaming. Relax, that's fine, but that has nothing to do with the initiative. That's great, but
that's great, but stupid.
Then we got Looney Boy again, $2 super chat. Phil said, "We're done building studios, we're buying them." That's true.
No,
that is true.
We told dudes before. Anyway, they're getting producers, people that can actually see a game from the beginning to conception to actually ship.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we got Donald Taco, $5 super chat. Stop trying to make it seem like Perfect Dark will be better in third person. It's a first person franchise. It's essentially one game. Like, it's a franchise. Perfect Dark. Yeah, did Perfect Dark Zero blow up the world? Was it so amazing? Like, come on.
You're right too, because God of War was really an isometric cinematic type of game. Remember, it was top down. In that
it was literally the Jack and Daxter engine.
Right. Yeah. So, come on, guys. Don't act like it hasn't been done.
No, but you know what's funny too is also, like, people have to understand game development is difficult, man. It's difficult, and a lot of our favorite games. The thing is, Sony has done a good job, and other studios have done a good job of. Let's be honest. Well, what it is. Let's be honest, Microsoft, in my opinion, a lot of stuff, they got a lot of leaks in the building, in my opinion. Because you don't hear about these stories. But the thing is, we know they exist. Because when we hear the Jason Schreier stuff about days going on and Shadow. Yeah. So what it goes to show me, there are so many other studios that go through turmoil and changes and soft reboots and things like that, but sometimes the story doesn't get out, so we just assume, everything is just structured, the foundation's great, it's smooth over there, and everything over here at Microsoft is just wild and crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what it is? It's the pedigree of Sony.
That's right. And to your point, King, this is where you're right. And what I said on Define and Duke with Maddie, the problem with Microsoft with this situation is until the games from their first party outside of Forza, whatever, and come out and they have that level of cachet, then the talk about mismanagement and doom and gloom is going to stop. You know what I'm saying? They just got hit. So, like, Initiative got to hit, right? This got it. Once they do that, and these are critically acclaimed games, then people will get off the back. So I understand the concern is legitimate. But you get.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you can look at what happened with The Last of Us 2.
Right.
All that stuff swirling around, but it still hit.
It hit. Right? That's all that matters.
So, and that's the only thing that matters. Sony stuck by their guns. Stuff still hit. Whatever was going on there, same thing with God of War.
Yeah, facts.
These games hit. So Microsoft, this has to hit.
This has to hit.
This can't come out and be.
Agreed.
And if they choose to go and take it from first person and do like Horizon, like Guerrilla Games did, they was a first person studio. Take it off of that and just go to a third person type game. I think, honestly, remove it from first person.
I mean, but
in my opinion,
that's a big move, though.
Too many.
That's a big move.
It is a big move. But when you have that much competition in house,
and
you have some of the greatest first person shooters
Bethesda,
ever, and
Doom,
for
Halo,
its time, Perfect Dark was amazing for its time. Go back and play Perfect Dark now.
Man, isn't it? It was just it was amazing because they lost the James Bond license, the GoldenEye license, and now they were doing their first only game, and it actually stood up to close to GoldenEye. So that's why it was all dope.
Yeah, shout out to my boy One Bad Mother, shout out from Xbox Era. Salute you guys, you had that fill on and all that. He said some of the greatest games of all time went through hell and major changes mid-development cycle. End of the day, it's all about the final product. That's the scoreboard. It's a fact, though. Because the game hit, all this we talked about 6 or a year, 2 years, don't mean nothing.
and that's another thing. That's why part of my points were like, I don't even want to speculate what's going on, because the thing about it is, all of gaming is an S show. It always is. Like, it doesn't matter the game, it doesn't matter the level of talent or experience of the studio. You ask anybody, every game is different, and every game is just is a nightmare up until it's not, and probably it's not when it's done. And that's it's just what it is. I mean,
game
it's
dev,
just what
man.
it is.
It's a difficult business, and sometimes things.
This studio is making it's from scratch.
It's not like in a pandemic,
taking over in a current existing studio. Like, it's literally from scratch.
Yep. Just got to land and play and execute, and all the talk goes out. Continue, yourself.
All right, we got. Let's see. Hold on a second. We have a whole bunch. Oh my god. So yeah, Donald talking for this. It's a first-person franchise, and it should stay that way. I disagree. Anyway, the Wise Old Gamer, $5 super chat. David G, not Daryl G. Daryl
David G.
Daryl G to Crystal D. I like that. Do it again. Next time, mama girl, bring your friend. Work with it. Go twerk with it.
I'm
Go
done.
back, work with it.
I'm done. I am done with your mans right now.
This man is educating our children. I hope you know
This is wise old gamer. This is the kids. Listen to him. Continue.
The wise old gamer wants to get $5 super chat. So what you're saying is that Gallagher is like my wife. When she wants to finish a job, she also pulls out the crystal.
You won't.
My God.
Wise
Oh,
old gamer. Jesus. Moving on. He's so loose.
Pragmatic Eagle.
Yes.
Member for 29 months. Thank you, Pragmatic Eagle. Thank
I'm
you.
a little in shock after that last.
Nothing shocks me from Wise.
Nothing at all. That was the funniest speculation of
I
potential problem I've ever heard.
I
I'm
felt
done.
like Wilmy would have posted something like that.
Yeah, that was definitely left. Oh my God.
That's very Wilmy.
Oh my God. Let's go.
And there's no potential problems here, Pragmatic Eagle. This is all facts.
Mhm.
All we talk about here is facts. And we got Hargeet Sadi, $5 super chat. Salute to the Lords. Hogwarts, Starfield. If Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, man, what a year. Maybe PS fans will even get Ragnarok.
Y'all gonna like the poll. Y'all gonna like the poll.
Then we got JD Gamer, member for 24 months. JD, thank you, my brother. All this happens because the game industry is still mistrusting of Microsoft because it's only a story. Because it's an Xbox studio. I mean, it's a lot of movement. Like, there's a lot of movement. Like, nobody's not going to notice that.
Yeah.
Like,
We had the same stuff when it was Sony stuff. So when people leave from over there, people say the same things. We are just more cognizant. We hear it more if that's their platform of choice.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Then we got Shroom Kingdom, $2 super chat. So Booty dropped it low to get the bag.
Wow.
When we talk about booty dropping anything, I don't like the connotation.
We're never getting anyone else on the show
Yeah,
ever.
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. We got Dono Taku, $5 super chat. Perfect Dog Zero also had third-person elements, and that's why it was trash. The game was just trash. It is not the third-person elements that just made it.
I thought the
Come
game
on now.
was decent.
And the game wasn't okay. Yeah, I don't like using the word trash. There was parts of it that were decent. It definitely didn't live up to the pedigree of the first one.
Right.
And as a launch game, I was just like, I'm gonna go play Call of Duty 2, and I'm gonna go play Condemned instead of this.
Oh, yeah, remember Condemned?
Oh, I love Condemned. Yeah, so it just wasn't up to snuff. Hold on, we got jumped a little bit. Let me see.
Oh, Miles Don PA, what's going on, Lords? Shout out to you, man. So I listened to you and Jez on, I believe, was it Countdown or Checkdown? What's the name of that show? But
I think,
a little two-man joint.
Checkdown.
Yeah, I caught that. Shout out to Miles Don PA in the realm, talking that nice speculation talk.
No doubt. Then we got JD Gamer, $10 super chat. When are we going to stop using double standards to judge Xbox versus PlayStation? No one is worried when PlayStation Studios losing staff right, left, and center.
Thing is, JD Gamer, until they start making games that will result in these people
That
losing,
reflect that.
It's always
Yeah.
gonna be that. Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget there was a lot of talk around what the hell is a motorcycle game?
Days Gone. Days Gone.
Days Gone. I mean, they didn't get away with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of talk about that. So we can't say that.
And
I think
when
he's
we
talking
get to
about
my
people
last
leaving in
topic,
general,
we're going to talk about stuff.
Oh, Lord.
The worm has turned.
Then we got JD Gamer once again, $5 super chat. PlayStation Studio devs have been running the Microsoft Studios. Are they all doomed because Microsoft has taken more devs from them than a Glass Joe takes hits in a fight?
Whoa.
But again, I mean, this is all of them are in Santa Monica, I think, right? Or whatever they are. That is like
each other,
yeah, they all kind of work with each other. They jump from bed to bed. That's the nature of the. Yeah, it's true. It's just true.
No, they talk to each other. They like, yo, I have an opening over here. Yo,
They
what's
jump
up?
from studio to studio.
Well, everybody know each other.
Yeah, they know each other. Like they go to lunch, they seen each other at the same food trucks. You see how it is. And they're like, yo, what y'all doing over there?
Like all the
we doing
companies
this?
is in
Let's
a
go.
roundabout circle there.
you know, all those stuff is like right there. So you know when you go to lunch and you seeing people, oh y'all working over? What y'all working on? What you talking about? Hey, yo, I got an opening over here. You want to hang out? I think you dope. I'm gonna switch my job, hang out with
What's
you.
the pay? What's the pay? Oh, bet.
What they talking about? I think I could get you an extra 100.
What? You stupid kids, though.
Kevin, I get it.
Mhm.
Let me see. Gamer by Choice, $5 super chat. ILP should be a syndicated comedy show. You are all awesome. Thank you, sir.
Salute. You already know.
They got Christopher Hart, $2 super chat. Today's podcast deserves a big pause emoji.
There's a lot of pause
A lot of
moments.
Chris.
A lot
Yeah, a
of-
lot of Chris.
Shout out to Christopher Hart for the
Super chat. Yeah, that's a
Well,
real
he's
one.
not spending his money in Gran Turismo, so
Oh!
you might as well spend it here.
Why you gotta hit him with that? You
Got
seven.
it, Vic. You were good. We're caught
All
up.
right,
We're
cool.
good.
So
Back to
this
you,
is-
Jim.
Back to you, Jim. Anyway, look, this one is me. Starfield, man, got how it was outside, little round table review, little action. You know what I'm saying?
That was nice.
Made for the Wanderers, developers' diary. So I want to shout out. Hold on, I gotta shout out the home team right quick. LordCognito.net. Great article up right now. Steve Perry, salute. Got an article, 5 new things we learned about Starfield. You know what I mean? So pretty much he was out there. So basically, kind of the tenets were like, one was like the focus on emergent gameplay. He's talking about what the creator wants to see, how to create, you create your own world, that kind of thing. And he said the studio has a long history of building games where developers' narrative takes a backseat to the stories players create. So it seems that Starfield is poised to continue that direction. Second tenet was building characters with a history. So just talk about the, the deep arcade RPG mechanics, things of that nature. Specifically, how it expressed enthusiasm for the opportunity to revive some well-liked features of classic RPG character creation. He says in Starfield, players can go around with the backgrounds, the traits, defining your character, all those stats, and their goal for those defining aspects is that they will continue to ground your character in its history. Then another tenet was the new technology that they're using for character models. So I thought that was interesting to make it a reality. Bethesda use a technology similar to I can't pronounce that.
Grammetry.
Okay, there we go. Creating in-game assets using multiple photos of real objects, which help them create believable NPC models. Thought that was interesting based on the fact that, let's be honest, Creation Engine does get some flack from back in the day, and all that. They talk about a new persuasion system and it kind of makes alluded it to Oblivion. What happened?
Some Jedi joint. Those are not the droids you're looking for.
He said, "Well, they give it too much deep, you stupid." He said, my boy says, you can make some guesses. Shout out to Steve. He said, if you have a high enough speech stat in a game like Skyrim, you will automatically pass any persuasion check. But in contrast, in Oblivion, which they think it might be closer to, persuading the NPC requires succeeding in a minigame that involves some level of attention and detail to the story and social awareness by the players. So he said that they want the players to feel a sense of risk in social and characters. They don't want to feel that the player there's a definite right thing to say. And the last thing we know about is the factions. They got like 3 factions, United Colonies. They said those are this group, idealized Space Republic. They may fit for lawful, good characters who want to make the world of Skyrim part of their structured society. Then there's the Freestar Collective. They're like a frontiersmen, space, Western fantasy, and that faction will attract those who want their character Starfield to be an explorer, discovering new lands and planets on the frontiers of space. Then you have Raijin Industries. Those are the corporate dudes, interests in lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, want to turn the galaxy into profit like King. And last one will be the Crimson Fleet, and those are the space pirates. They run around, maybe a little bit of antagonistic, you know what I'm saying? But they said even good characters can join that. But look, a lot of information, a lot of stuff. I want to say, hey, what you guys feel about it, and then 2, the controversy, which is, some people like, yo, well, that's nice. Where the gameplay though? So let's get into it. Let's start with Addict, man. Starfield, how excited, not excited are you? And is the gameplay thing? I know actually that was one thing you said at I believe at E3, the last E3 thing. I know you were concerned about that. So where you at with everything, man?
Look, here's how they normally do stuff. Now, the only thing that makes this different is they kind of jump the gun, but they don't normally do it on announcing the initial game. Mm-hmm. They announced that in Elder Scrolls 6 in 2018. They don't normally do that.
Right.
And that's why people are upset, because it's been all these years without seeing nothing. Mm-hmm. But it's just like my standpoint, it's like that's why I wanted to see it last year, because I was kind of expecting a release date last year.
Right.
So, but now that we're getting it this year, normally the way they do things is they'll announce a game, then a couple months later they'll show gameplay,
yes.
and then like 4 months later after that the game comes out.
Yep.
The only difference is the first part. They announced it years ahead of time.
Yes, that was the different part.
I feel like the reason they did that is because Bethesda themselves might not have been in a good time, like in the public view at that time. So maybe they jumped the gun to get good graces. Like, look, we got Starfield coming, we got Elder Scrolls 6 coming, we got stuff coming. Because at the end of the day, people love the other stuff that they used to publish, but people love their stuff, and that we just wasn't getting a lot of their stuff.
Right
now, as far as like what we see on the game, when you read that, it screams we're going back to our roots.
Yes.
It screams that we want to make sure that you have actual dialogue. Like when I read that, and it's like we want to make sure that there's not a right or wrong choice. It kind of reminds me of something like Mass Effect, something like Dragon Age, where it's like at any time you think something might be the right thing, but then your companion ain't feeling it and he just starts attacking. So, you know, that's the kind of dialogue that they have in this game. Like, obviously they didn't make Fallout New Vegas, but you can play a lot of that game without even fighting if you get your speech up high enough.
Right.
The last boss in the game, you can literally talk him into disarming himself. So it's just like, that's what makes these type of games. And they kind of went away from it with Fallout 4. I've always said that Fallout 4 is a good game, but not a good Fallout game. Kind of like how I said, the Breath of the Wild is a good game, but not a good Zelda game. And it's because both games kind of went away from the core, what the foundation of their games were made off of. And what I like to is I see on here, I see a studio that seeing games like Witcher take they snacks, seeing games like BioWare at their height when they were going through this, taking their snacks, and now they're like, look. Yeah, they taking the stacks. It's like, look, we got to go back to what made us us.
Yes.
Because if you look at it, they haven't won a Game of the Year since Skyrim. And if you look at that before that, I think they won Fallout 3. They won Skyrim. I'm pretty sure they won Morrowind. So it's just like this. It's an arguably debatable thing that people is always saying, like, in the rest of their games, I want to add, it was contenders. It wasn't like the in there. Every time this studio has made a game, it's been the talk of the year, and most of the time they can end up leaving with the best game of the year. And that's the whole thing when it comes to it's like, look, like
what you gonna say? They said Fallout 4 won game of the year.
I'm pretty sure Dragon Age won it.
Okay, I
wasn't sure. It was a game that came out. It might have been Witcher 3. What came out? Did Witcher 3 come out that year? I don't know. People in there.
It's probably Witcher 3.
But the chat is saying Fallout 4 won game of the year. They just say I don't remember. Did it?
I'm pretty sure that it got beat by something else because there was a lot of debate going on about that. I don't know. That's besides the fact.
Yeah.
The fact is this.
It was Witcher 3.
Yeah. See, chat, you trying to act like you know more than me.
Yeah.
So, like, look, like, when it comes to what they did, like, I like the factions. Seems like they're really putting factions to a core. I love factions that are done right. Once again, Fallout New Vegas. I know they didn't make this game, but, you can't just roll up into the NCR, like being part of the Legion guild, the Legion crew, because the NCR will shoot you on sight. That's what I want in this game. I want stats. They really emphasize that they're bringing stats back. And if you guys remember, I was disappointed with Fallout 4. It didn't have stats. It didn't have dialogue. But then when you look at something like the Obsidian making the Outer Worlds, it had all of that.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
what you think? Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him.
he froze.
He froze. Zach kicked the cord. Zach kicked the cord on. Oh, he back. Wait, I see it now. I see it moving. He back.
He was buffering.
He was buffering.
You guys were freezing. You guys froze on mine.
Oh, really? No, let's look at the stream. Everything good? Everything good? Let me see.
Now we good. I'm
we
watching
good.
it.
Yeah, stream's good.
I think it was doing this like that.
Yeah, excellent connection.
My internet. I think
he looked like he was freestyling.
Might be tripping it out.
Yeah, it's just your internet was tripping. Go continue.
Regardless the point, I get it. People don't want to be hyped for a game that they've not seen gameplay for.
I get that.
And what I would say on that is don't hype it. But where you lose me is where you attack people that generate hype for that game.
Yes.
People have no problem hyping up games like Naughty Dog, Rockstar. And what's funny, Bethesda has more Game of the Years than these other studios. But it's okay to hype them up, but you can't hype up this game.
So are you implying that there's a pedigree associated with Bethesda that would
I just
make
feel like
so
there's
excited?
a natural hatred towards Bethesda.
But
I
why
feel
is
like
that?
people, because they do
ship
generally
broken
make
games.
Yeah, they make broken games. They make very buggy
And they
games.
win Game of the Year with the broken.
Yeah, you see, that's why they got it. That's
how
that
they hate
shows
them.
how much good these games are. That they're coming out busted, not busted. They're functionable. They just sometimes like
it's like you can only, it's like the FCC. You can eat a little bit of rat pool. I mean,
I'm done.
Wow. It's a little bit. It's a little bit of rat pool in your food.
I'm done with you.
I didn't know that was real.
At the end of the day, man, if you don't want to hype up this game, don't hype it up. But don't attack people that are excited for this. I played Fallout New Vegas. I got like 800 hours in that. I played Fallout 3. I got like 400 or 500 hours in that. I played Fallout 4, even though I didn't like it more than the other one. I got like 300-400. I remember being in my teens, switching between RuneScape and Morrowind. Like I've been around this franchise for decades. Like it's just like, the crazy part about it is just like, stop being the hype police. Like, but some of the
hype police.
They coming out there like, look, like
he mad at me because I'm like, man, stop. Y'all don't even know what it is.
Yeah, and I get it. We don't know what it is, but we don't know what a lot of games are. People were hyping up Death Stranding, and we had no idea what that game was.
I wasn't hyping that game up at all, especially when I saw he had book bags and stuff. And I was like, oh no.
I get it. People like to use this narrative that, but Addict, they made Fallout 76. They help with that game. They're not the primary studio with that game.
That's not the 18.
Like people need that's like equivalent to attacking. Like Naughty Dog helps a bunch of studios. Are we going to start attacking their games because Naughty Dog helped them?
Yeah.
So they
hold on. We got BG in the chat. Hold on. He wanted to make the track to salute the BG. He said, "I love being the hype police."
Well, how about you pull up in here? How about you pull up in here?
Yeah, BG should pull up in there because he's definitely on the other side of this argument. He's definitely on the other side of this argument.
Unless you scared to pull up in here.
Nah, he ain't scared. Don't do that. Come on, you know BG. He ain't scared.
This man ain't scared
of nothing. That's Brooklyn in the building. Salute.
You tell a Brooklyn man he's scared of something.
Listen, but guess so. Let's get your balls off too, man. What you think? Like, first of all, I haven't talked to you about your excitement or non-excitement of Starfield, so I'm curious.
I mean, I'm excited this is their first new IP in like damn near 30 years.
Yeah, it's
like
been a minute.
It's kind of bonkers, right? So I'm excited to see the lessons that they've learned.
Yeah.
And to really look at the gaming landscape now, to see the games we have out here, and to know that the expectation is from a lot of people is that they're going to match or one up those games in some way, shape, or form. It's just facts. It's just facts. Like it can't be the same old. Right. It cannot be this. Skyrim in space. I don't know that that's enough. So I'm excited. My excitement comes from the possibility and the hope that they really said, okay, we're just going to create a living, breathing world, and it's going to be a massive world. You're not going to find 50% of the things in this world you'll never find because it's going to take you 3,000 hours to play it or whatever.
Right. I
want them to do that. Not that I'm going to engage with it to that extent, but for me, it's like that's the next step. If I'm looking at BGS Studios and where I expect those games to go, it's there. So I'm excited for the prospect of it being that. Obviously, like again, they're human beings. It can't be, we've already seen the expansion a little bit of what we can see from open world games, especially next gen. We look at Elden Ring, we look at other games that are kind of expanding it. Right. Something I've always said about that I want to see with more recent open world games is I don't mind the game worlds being smaller if they're denser. Yeah. And they're denser and they feel alive in a way that no other game has before. If you tell me, hey, this area is, 50% smaller than this other game, but you can go into every door and everywhere you go into, there's a story beat, there is characters to find, to learn about and find out. And if you give me that, that to me feels more next gen than, the surface area of the world. It takes you 20 hours to get to walk from one. Yeah, I don't want to see all of that. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
You're not allowed. The internet said you cannot be excited for this. They said you have not seen gameplay solved. They said, how dare you? That's what they said.
No, they're absolutely right about that. I mean, again, but it's one thing to be excited to see what somebody does and to be out there being like, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. I'll tell you, I was the first one. I was one of the first ones. I call fraud on me.
Let's go. What we doing?
After Witcher 3, I was like, CDPR can't do no wrong. Can do no wrong. Because the Witcher 3 is just that.
What happened to you?
And that's what happened to me. Fraud alert. I can't even front. They got a little bit too big for their britches, and again, the people in the suits made decisions that were not beneficial to the dev team in the game. And this is what happened. Still a great game, but when you think about what The Witcher 3 is and what Cyberpunk is, I don't know. It's not there. So, it's always good to be cautious, to be tentative, but excitement is good. Why would I be like, I'm gonna hate on this until I see it? Like, what do I get out of that? I don't get anything out of that. So for me,
that's why I feel like you could be cautious, but to attack people, BG.
Oh, we said a little BG in the building. Let me hear.
BG, I think BG.
The house, BG in the building. What's up?
BG. I remember BG talking about Cyberpunk. We're like, they've made one good game. They've made one good game. I know
it's I'm about to go with it.
I'm being honest. He said they made one good game, and I was like, when you think about, 2 was great, but 2 was still very much a PC game. 3 is the one that hit everywhere, right? And you ain't wrong. Like, all right, do it again, and then maybe I'll have more faith in you. And a lot of people are like, nah, and I was there, and I was wrong. So it's one of those things. It's like, listen, I'm excited. I'm excited for any new game that comes out that speaks to me. At the same time, when it drops, it's not what it's supposed to be, what I expect it to be. I'm gonna say so. Whatever. I don't see the purpose in being like, I'm messing with that until they show me. For me, that's just too much anger to carry with me.
You ain't carry that away with your heart.
I'm not gonna carry that with me until the moment it's warranted. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised BG was able to get to the computer with all that anger in his heart.
Hold on. But shout out Lord BG in the building. Mic check. You muted, sir. I just want to make sure we can hear you. Make sure you guys see
what's going on.
Oh, no doubt. Yo, salute to your name change. I see what you got. Pro gameplay advocate.
How y'all doing, gentlemen?
Let's go, man. Bro, what's up,
man?
Weapon Wheel Podcast. What's up? How you feeling, bro?
Person addict, first of all. You won't find nobody happier than me.
Break down your position, sir.
Listen, man, I just be trying to save people from themselves. That's how I see it. Right? Because I just, to me, it's like, how many times do gamers have to burn their hand on the stove to figure it out? They go from like hyping one game, saying this is going to be the greatest thing since Pants with Pockets. It lets them down. Then they get hyped for the next game, saying this is going to be the next greatest thing. And it's like, you just got off of being beaten in the head by that last game. Why are you? And you can be excited for a game, even if you haven't seen gameplay, if you know the concept, generally what it is. But bro, there's people jumping out the window saying this game is going to be the best game of this year, one of the best games ever. It's going to be. There's people thinking that Starfield in itself, just the name, is bigger than Harry Potter.
Just the name?
That's wild.
I don't know about the name,
man.
But BG, isn't it just these dudes that want to win? That want that one win, that is starving so bad for something other than Gears, Forza, and Halo, and they just want that one win, and they think it's this, and they want to be the first one to say, "I told you what it was."
Man, it could be. It's possible, and I just feel like it happened with Cyberpunk, and Fallout 76, and a bunch of other games. And my thing is like, listen, I'd rather I say a game suck and it ends up good, because then I'm surprised. I can never be disappointed if I think something is going to be way worse than it is. Like Guardians of the Galaxy. Right?
That's a cynical side of thinking of things.
But
you gotta be hopeful. I hope it does well.
I just assume it's going to be bad more than not, right? But like Guardians of the Galaxy, when I first seen that gameplay, like I was like, yo, this looks like it's going to be terrible. I played the game. That was one of the best games of last year.
Yes.
And
One of the
see,
best
and I
games
had
of
a
last
different view on it because when I saw the gameplay, I was like, "Oh, it looked dope." But I said that about the Avengers.
Now I'm with BG though. When I saw Guardians, I was like, oh, there's gonna be some Avengers during the game. I'm good.
Yeah, because that Avengers left the
It
dirty
left the
taste
bad.
in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mouth.
I understand it is joint, but good to you. I guess my question to BG is that I see you going hard on the gameplay aspect. You know what I'm saying? I see. So like, tell me. My question to you is this: with the fact that it's Bethesda's A team, does that not hold any weight with you? Just the fact that, like, look, so is your position more like, I don't care who it is, we've been through a cyberpunk situation, and I gotta see it until I crown it, whatever it's gonna be crowned. Is that more your position?
Yeah, I don't really like I believe certain studios are better than others.
Okay.
But until you show me gameplay, I don't really care. Like I don't care. Like, yeah, I'll look forward to the next Naughty Dog or Santa Monica game, but I'm never gonna be like, oh man, this is gonna be the greatest game ever. Like, no, I haven't seen it. So to me, like, it's literally nothing to me until you show me gameplay. I don't care who you are.
So PG, let me push back. So pedigree of the studio don't mean nothing though. Like we know Naughty Dog got a pedigree. We know like certain studios when they come outside, Rockstar, certain ones, you know what I'm saying? When they come out, you know, the history track record say, yo, it's bound to be most likely good. Like that still won't sway you.
I don't care. I don't care, bro. Look, people. I went to war with Kojima's fans, right?
Like, yeah, I was part of BG. Were part of the same army.
Yeah.
I went to war with them fans because simply they hyped this game.
You've been to war with too.
Yes, simply off of the name of Kojima, they proclaimed this game was going to be, you know, almighty, right? I'm like, y'all haven't seen it though. Like, and then when we got
consistent,
trailers,
BG consistent. I gotta give him that.
When we got trailers, I'm like, we still don't know what it is. And they literally told me. They literally told me.
What they told you?
That's what excites them about it. They don't know what it is. I'm like,
I can't.
Like, what other product is there that like we buy and we be like, you know what excites me about it? I don't know what it is. What else you buy?
It's like mystery. It could be chicken, could be beef, could be.
Remember the mystery mix now, ladies? BG, come on.
There won't be any pre-orders then.
You buying furniture? Like, oh, I don't know what it is.
I see. I can't. That's a cynical thought.
Okay, King. Go ahead, King. You up?
Because then there's no pre-orders.
Don't mess up the bag.
Because dudes can't get hyped. Like you, I'm not. I gotta see more.
I think BG the way it sounds like to me, BG, like you're saying like, look, you could be hyped for the game, but don't overdo it. Don't overhype.
Don't jump out the window. Okay.
I like those dudes that jump out there though, because I'm a jump out there type of dude, right?
But King, I take BG's point, King. If you don't know nothing about it, right?
You know what? You know what's crazy? I'm actually on BG's side with this game.
Yeah, because you are. That's what's so crazy because you are the gameplay dude. Yeah, you don't like CGI. You don't like trailers. You don't like betas.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
I've been bamboozled by these dudes for so long.
King, if you don't like none of that, why did you come at me so hard over wanting to see Starfield gameplay at E3?
Oh no, I didn't come at you.
Yeah, you did.
I said no. I told you.
He's like, yeah, you did.
I told you. They have to set things up right now. You're talking about from a standpoint of when Bethesda showed it. I don't care about that. I don't care what Bethesda did before they got married. That's your business. Your history is your history. Right. You starting new today, right? So today you're gonna show what we want you to show.
She made and this is what got bad credit.
That was a new day. So to be honest with you, all that Starfield screen that y'all got before, that logo that y'all got before, that didn't exist. It didn't happen. So when y'all saw her walking on the ship and you saw all that other stuff and they picked up the gun, that's the first time you saw Starfield. That's it. All right. So the next time you see Starfield, it better be gameplay. And then followed by a release.
Facts. I agree.
Right. So that's why I was like, no, that 2019 crap, that whatever, how many years ago that they showed it, that don't count. What she did in the past don't matter.
I feel that.
because Microsoft has a different agenda from what their agenda was. Like you said, they was probably showing it when they was having a down cycle, when they put out Fallout 76, and they was like, yo, hold on, man. I know Fallout 76 is trash, but we got this other Starfield thing that we working on just to shut people up. And we've seen companies
it was
do
literally
that.
the definition of smoke and mirrors.
Right.
I
So
mean, let me jump in.
I'm not hyped for this game at all. Right?
Okay.
But at the same time, I can get why Xbox dudes is flying out the window, right? Because they want that God of War. They want that Horizon. I mean, not this one.
Oh, don't do that.
And then I can't say Gran Turismo.
You're ridiculous.
They want something that Sony do nice. Yeah. Just recently, they've been in the toilet bowl. But, I mean, they want something to hold on to. They could say, my Metacritic is high, too.
Yeah,
you know, because they do these, I mean,
that's a fact.
They've been taking these lumps. So I got to give those dudes that. Those window jumpers dudes that, you know, BG say they jumping out the window. Those dudes, I feel you. I know you want it bad. But if you flop, understand BG coming
Oh,
from
no, the fact. If this flops.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, BG. Go ahead. You going to have the receipts on deck? You going to be ready?
And that's the thing. Like, y'all set up a game for failure more than anybody else. Because it's the same thing I said with Cyberpunk, right? People, you know, like if you go based on Metacritic scores, which I'm not saying that's right. The end all be all, right? But if you tell me that this is going to be the greatest game ever made, right? That's literally what people told me about Cyberpunk. And you know, we know now that Metacritic score wasn't exactly accurate because it was mainly based on PC and not console,
yeah, that's a fact,
right? And it came out to I don't know, what was it, 87 or 86 it ended up being. That's not reflective of the best game ever made.
Correct.
And so an 87 or an 88, that's a great score. That's a great score. Like anybody should strive for that. But when you set the standard, you tell me this is going to be one of the greatest games ever made,
no, yeah, they do it to themselves.
87 don't cut it.
Yes.
That doesn't line up with what you told me. So I'm holding you to your standard.
Right. You're on the feet to the fire.
It's not mine. Yeah. It's not mine. I'm holding
I
you
know
to
what you
your
do. See, you got to stop letting them dudes get on your timeline and be... I told you about the 10 tweet rule, man. These dudes, you got to look at the last 10 tweets and you know if it's just all pro one side.
He does not care.
But he loves
BG
that.
like the smoke. BG, I'm
Brooklyn.
He from Brooklyn. He about it. Me, I'm like, I'm not even wasting my time going to the hood.
I definitely got the receipts.
I got a whole album in my
He got an album.
Screenshots. Just
This game though, I'm an after the fact dude.
Yeah.
After they drop it out, and if it hit a 92, I'm gonna tweet the hell out of it after the fact.
After the fact. Listen, I feel y'all. Like, to me, what I agree with BG is the fact that dudes, some dudes, you know, they jumping out the window. It's gonna be the greatest of all time. Like we haven't clearly seen enough of gameplay yet, and they still got to execute. My thing, where I'm different from BG on this one, is I do believe Pedigree deserve a little respect with this being the A team. You know what I'm saying? I can understand concern. I can understand, we want to see more, but they did set expectation. We're going to show gameplay in summer. So
he on his Janet Jackson.
No, I feel that. What have you done for me? I feel that, and the pressure's on them to execute, right? All I'm saying for me, I look at it like this is the A team of Bethesda, right? This is that. Now, to Addict's point, where I'm with him, where I think the mess up happened, I think this is why people like BG are justified, is because they talked about it so early. The announcement was like, 3 or 4 years or whatever it was, right? In my opinion, and I have no evidence, I'm just speculating, I feel that announcement was more pushed by Microsoft to say, yo, you working on something. Show them that joint you've been working on, because let's be real, Microsoft's last E3, the real initiative about Starfield was to let people know it was exclusive. That was the first bullet point. Remember when Sarah Bond came out? A lot of it was like, by the way, you could only get this here. Like they wanted to say that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that may have because if you look at Bethesda historically, they never show gameplay. They'll talk about something, and then when it come out, it'll be like the gameplay reveal be like a month before the game about to drop. Like they really hold things close to chest. It's really not like them to talk. And I was actually surprised they even gave a release date. Remember, they was like, 11/11 or whatever. I was like, wow, they really want. Like I feel Microsoft really wanted that out. But if you had it up to Howard and them boys, they don't like to talk. So I will say this. They need to execute. The part that I'm excited for is the part that I think one of the writers said they're going for this thing that's called NASA Punk. So pretty much like instead of like the Mass Effect joint where it's like sci-fi not based on reality, their joint is like grounded in reality, like in predictable. Like it's just certain aspects of it that is exciting, like a realistic take on space. For me as a space dude, yes, I'm hyped for that. Yes, I'm excited for that. Yes, they got to show gameplay. Yes, this Sunday, the summer reveal is going to be big, and people are going to, hold on to it. But I guess what it is for guys like us that like the hard RPG mechanics, to hear them talk about going back to the essence, like Attic said, if you're a Fallout 3 guy, you didn't necessarily like Fallout 4 as much because you felt a lot of it was casualized and streamlined from the hardcore mechanics. And I think the hardcore RPG community is like, yes, y'all saying all the right thing. But to BG's point, they have to show, they have to execute. I think it'll happen in the summer, but it's a fun one, man. I'm glad we had BG up here because he clarified what he had to get them dudes.
That's all I had to say.
I'll feel you, bro.
Boys later.
You already know. Weapon Wheel Podcast. Salute. Where they at? What time, bro? Promote the podcast, man.
We tonight, 5:45 EST.
Yeah.
Come check us out.
What podcast?
What podcast is that? I heard you got like one of the biggest podcasts. What's the name of it?
And we do all right. Weapon Wheel Podcast. Might have heard of it.
Salute. Broken Gaze HD, the legend. Salute, brother. Always good talking.
Shout out to the Iron Lords, man.
You already know, bro.
Thank you, brother.
You already know. That's love, man. BG always shows love from the jump. So we got that. That was my last man. Anybody got any more balls before we move on? Oh, we got super chats. What y'all want to do? We good?
Got super chats.
All right, cool. Let's get the super chats. Get the super chat.
Let me see. Don't otaku again. That was very combative.
Yeah,
today.
he's very spicy today.
$10. Also, to say that PerfectDark has competition from other FPF games and Xbox Game Studios is assuming it's going to be anything like Halo, COD, or Doom. That's like saying Fable is competing with Hellblade 2 and Psychonauts. See, you're kind of threading a needle here, bro. Like, so you got to tell me that at a glance, a shooty first-person game just doesn't look as Halo, COD, Doom. Yes. So my thing is, if it comes out and it's gonna have elements that these other games does, right? It's a first-person game. They're gonna be elements that are similar.
Really
if they're not as good,
he throwing jabs. He throwing subliminals at Solve. I know what this going on.
If they're not as good, then why make a fourth one, right? So this is my thing. And you cannot look at Joanna Dark and be like, hey, her skill set does not translate well to a third-person Splinter Cell-like game. Like,
you don't want that, Jay. You don't want that.
Especially Crystal Dynamics, the kings of third-person making that. You understand? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I didn't really mess with PerfectDark like that. Isn't that like a stealth game in first person?
Yep.
Part of it is, she has gadgets, so you can be stealthy. You can be straight up actioning. I don't want to see it. But anyway, so like saying Fable is an RPG, Hellblade is a third-person action game, and Psychonauts is a platform. Like, it's not the same thing.
Good.
I love you.
I love you. Is that to say? What else we got?
The wise old gamer, $5 super chat. Not saying Starfield is deep, but I heard it can take 3 crystal days.
Yo, you come on, bro.
Bro,
he's loose. Yo, your Wazo game is loose
today.
This is the wildest he's been. Yeah, he's outside.
We got Pixel Bit member for 28 months. Thank you, sir. Fronting on Bethesda for Fallout 76 is like people fronting on Naughty Dog for making Way of the Warrior on 3DO.
Whoa, OG talk.
You guys are really. Way of the Warrior was like how many years ago? Like, it's like you act like Fallout 76 was the first thing they made, and then they made Fallout 3. Like, come on. Oh, brother.
Salute. The realm is outside. They spicy today. They spicy.
Oh my God. Plátano J, $5 super chat. Que es lo que es, Lords. Have a blessed day on a beautiful Sunday. What's up, brother?
No doubt.
And we got RNB, aka the Underground Gamer, $5 super chat. Clowns jumping out the window for a Wolverine game and ain't seen 1 second of gameplay. But I can't have no excitement for Starfield. Stop the cap.
Wow. Savages.
I feel you. I ain't hyped for that Wolverine game either. I don't know how you gonna swing from a web.
How dare you get excited?
How is he gonna swing from a web?
How you gonna swing from a web? Y'all good at jumping around the top of the streets in the cities. I seen that. How Wolverine gonna do it? You're not known for that. Gonna make a Wolverine car? You gonna drive around in a car, hop out?
Disrespectful.
Then we got Dodo Taku, $5 super chat. There are certain studios like Naughty Dog, BGS, and From where you know what the game will look like before you see it. Only the finer details need to be filled.
Okay.
Is that a good thing necessarily?
Okay.
Is it? Like,
I don't know. We gotta see.
I cannot wait till this game come out. Only thing that I'm hyped for that it's a current gen game.
Yes.
And no past.
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
And we got Hargit Chani, $10 super chat. Let's face it, ponies will say Starfield is a flop no matter what. It could have a 95 meta, flop. It could have 30 million players, flop. It won't matter. Xbox did it, therefore, flop.
He's not wrong.
He's not lying.
Yeah, you're not lying. Yeah, stupid.
Not lying.
Oh my god.
But I got y'all next.
Oh boy.
Then we got Flame. Shout out to Flame, $2 super chat. Gran Turismo, more like Craig Turismo. Am I right? Hey, yeah.
We ain't telling no
The
lies.
JD gave her the
brother.
$2 super chat right after he said what Flame
What
Flame said.
Yo.
Then we got Necromancer Zale, member for 5 months. Hold up, I got to jump for a second. Quest. What is everyone's thoughts on the Halo TV show now with everything that has come out before it airs? Keep up the great work, guys.
Speaking of that, what we're probably going to start doing, I haven't got like the logistics of it. We're probably going to start doing a lot more of like our stuff on different forms of entertainment on like members and Patreon stuff. So because people want more of us that's not gaming. But the problem is this is a gaming platform. So we have to find a different way of presenting that information.
Yeah, we're going to give it to you in the background, but at the same time, you can go to lordsofgaming.net and you can check out the Lord's Minute, where we talk about various different topics and we go into the various different things, and you can see other sides of the Lords.
Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
And they're only a minute long, so you know.
Yeah.
No, not that guy in that box down there.
and if anyone from Microsoft, watching, like, you should hit us up with a screening of that Halo TV show.
You never know. Things could happen.
That'd be nice. That'd be
That could
fantastic.
happen. You never know.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
Salute.
We got JD Gamer, $5 super chat question for the Lords. What third-person single-player narrative-driven game are you most interested in from Xbox Studios, or what studios can do it? Personally, I want to see what Compulsion has cooking. That's for sure.
He said single player, first person or third person?
Third person.
Oh, Crystal D.
What was the question?
Let's get it, baby.
Crystal
Let's
D
go.
is hoping.
What was the question? What's the question, sir?
What third-person single-player narrative-driven game are you most interested in from Xbox Studios, or what studios can do?
Right now, it's gotta be Hellblade. It's gotta be Hellblade too.
Yeah,
Hellblade too.
Hellblade.
I'm not even really looking forward to Hellblade, but I'm curious on what they can deliver with, because Hellblade has been made with all of Microsoft. Like, there's no, like, they might have started the beginning of it, like the planning parts of it, but Microsoft has funded pretty much this entire game.
Yeah, that's why I want to see me set giants on fire.
Yeah, Hellblade, I feel like, is going to be the first game that truly shows if Microsoft is elevating these studios or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Too. We learned a lot.
I think Psychonauts did that already.
Well, I mean, they helped with certain things, but they weren't there from the start.
From the ground up, yeah.
Yeah, true.
What else we got?
Then we have Shroom Kingdom, $5 super chat. In a time with no Splinter Cell and Metal Gear, a third-person Perfect D would be a breath of fresh air. I concur. Thank you very much. I like that too. All right.
Come back.
Jeez, Dada Taka, $10 super chat. The Last of Us 2 was Game of the Year. Elden Ring is looking like Game of the Year, and Starfield has potential to be Game of the Year. If it's 60% Skyrim with new elements, so yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Okay, all right.
Oh, he wasn't coming at you.
He wasn't coming at you.
He cooled down.
He cooled down now.
He's like,
He cooled down on Saul.
I think he let the brakes off, man.
I don't think he let the brakes off for nothing. He's giving you a false sense of security. He ain't gonna bust you upside the head.
Listen, my thing is this: like, Skyrim's fantastic. If you just give me more Skyrim and don't elevate the game,
I see what you said.
I'm not saying it's an L. I'm gonna play it.
You're gonna play it, but you want more.
I think though, just put it in a space type of environment is elevating the game. That's not just Skyrim.
Yeah,
because I mean they got pirates that clearly will just pop.
I would
up
find it. Yeah, I would find it disappointing if true, because it's going to be vaster, right? But I would find it disappointing if I get to the nitty gritty and gameplay wise, it just feels like Skyrim. Like, So it's just for me, it's just like.
Skyrim, but Skyrim is an amazing game, though.
It is.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry, the Skyrim is great. I mean, but there's parts of Skyrim that could be as the combat in Skyrim.
Oh, this is when Red Dead Solve comes out.
No, I get a lot of flack for Witcher 3 combat, and Skyrim combat is horrendous.
Oh my, all right,
right or wrong.
All right. Let's see what we doing.
I want a similar experience like Skyrim. But I do want the stuff that they didn't do the greatest to be improved.
No, and to Saul's point, yes, I want to see that combat. I do want to see what Starfield's combat going to be because historically, the joke in turn. Shout out to Eric Jackson. Shout out to B-Buddy. The joke was always he said they be fighting like they got butter knife.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I feel.
Flame and Donut Talker are fighting with super chats.
They still going. But guess we'll continue this later.
Yeah, I mean that's just it, man. I'm excited to see what they do, and I will be slightly disappointed if it feels samey, just grander.
So we have a $2 super chat from Flame. Can we trust Dawn? He hates Lord of the Rings.
And
then we got a $2 super chat from Dawn. Flame, don't be airing out my
dirty. We found out you not a Lord of the Rings guy. Okay. So look, we all caught up finally.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
look at King.
He's ready. King's topic is ready. He has been patient. Gran Turismo 7, I will set him up, is back online after a 30-hour outage. So it looks like some faulty patch has caused issues. Shout out to Tom Warren of The Verge. So yeah, much of Gran Turismo 7, including its career mode and multiplayer, was unplayable for 30 hours. The developer Polyphony Digital took more than 24 hours to provide an update on the problems after the maintenance extension. Polyphony Digital has now apologized for the problems. The game is back online with a new and functional 1.08 update. So it looks like one of the game designers talked about that there was discovered an issue after the 1.07 update. And yeah, so besides that, they said that the problematic update also adjusted the reward systems for some events, meaning Gran Turismo 7 players get fewer credits. That makes it even more difficult to save up in-game currency for the top cars and makes the game a lot more of a grind for players. So yeah, it seems like Gran Turismo 7. Many users have flocked to Metacritic to leave negative reviews of the game, pushing its user score down to just a 3.2. So, clearly King wants to talk about this. This is his topic. Lord King, Gran Turismo 7. What do you have to say, sir?
Can I get it? Yeah!
Here we go.
I feel so sorry for that dude that went in there and spent $70 and he got home and the service was down. And 90% of that game is online.
Which is weird.
That's crazy, right? No, they jukes is in.
100% of that game is online.
No. You got the arcade mode that you can play. That 10% you got Outrun. You put your game in and you got Outrun. Did it.
Yo, you
did it. Hey, yo, so you said but
9 lives and Grand Transaction 7.
Wow.
Yo, what happened to the cafe? Cafe ain't online today. Cafe closed.
The cafe closed.
We don't got no biscuits for you.
You know what's funny, King? The in-game NPCs go to work and they say we're closed. Turn around and go home.
I'm done.
You pull up on them, and they put closed.
and then you know what's happening on their way walking home.
Yeah, messy.
You got the Xbox truck saying we hiring.
Yeah,
we won't send you home in the middle of the day.
So my question is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is Sony feeling the pressure from Microsoft's Game Pass?
Oh my God! What is this got to do with Game Pass?
Here it is.
Please explain this to me.
Here it is.
Please explain this one.
Here it is.
Yes.
It is. In a matter of weeks apart, they release 2 games, AAA titles, right? They haven't gave you the numbers for either, right? And you know Sony is about them numbers.
That is true. They usually brag about when
right?
the sales is what the sales.
What?
Yes.
We sold the first week. We sold 1.7 million. You heard nothing. You hear crickets. You hear... And you really don't hear nothing from Gran Turismo because the service is off. But
yo, y'all hear me okay? My mic
you
was
good?
bugged out.
Yeah,
Okay.
You good now?
I've noticed that whoever's in quality control here,
Oh God,
and being rushed because, fact or not, Horizon has shipped with some bugs. Shout out to Mr. Boomstick. He said, and he's a Horizon dude.
Right.
He had to put it down. And he said, I get back to him when they send the patches through and get it fixed. And he'll get right back into it. Gran Turismo, every time I hear more about it, and this was the game that I was probably really the most excited for.
Yeah, we grew up with Gran Turismo. Like that.
Right.
We the licenses, we used to do that.
I'm like, the ray tracing thing put me off because it made me think in the beginning that they was going to have ray tracing throughout the whole thing, but then it's not. And nobody talked about the downgrade in graphics until you got the game. And then they talked about how it was quadruple the price to purchase cars that it was at a certain price.
Right.
And now you hear that they dropped this patch, and this patch made the grind harder.
Yeah.
Shout out to the dude who found that out, and everybody complained to force them to take it off, because I think they would have just left it in there and let y'all just grind to death and didn't care about it. But this patch, and they had to take it off. A game that is really 90% of the content is online. And then you leave them with an arcade game. This is a simulator racing game.
Yeah.
And the only thing that you could play for 30 hours is arcade. This reeks of rush. It reeks of desperation to get these titles out early, to put them out there in unfinished states and in states where, okay, we'll patch it up, we'll fix it later. Yeah. And I just think the quality in Sony, like you said, 3.2, 3.5, and user.
Yeah.
Not the dudes that are forced to, oh man, if I say something bad about Sony, I ain't gonna get another game.
Wait,
man.
King, are you implying? Wait, hold on, King, hold on.
Man,
I ain't gonna let you walk past that. Are you implying that certain reviewers of Sony games
to certain dudes, they ain't gonna slide up on you with the disc no more? Some dudes get skipped over if they talk the truth, right? I mean, they got reviewers to review a game, and then the day the game came out, a shop pop up, right? So again, I think they're feeling the pressure of Game Pass to put out games to give their player base things to play. Right. And these games are coming out in broken, incomplete states. And that is completely unforgivable, to put a driving simulator game, and you can only play arcade mode for 30 hours. What do y'all think?
Shout out to Fuzzy Belvedere. He is a big racist.
To me.
Yo, you can't be doing that.
I'm talking to you. Talk to me.
Talk back to me. Shout out
10
to
Toes Down. What up, baby?
Shout out 10 Toes. What up, man? Fuzzy Belvedere. He says, Cog. He said the game is built around microtransaction, and he said they still have those payout reduction is still in place. Is what Fuzzy plays these race games. He plays Forza Hard and all that other stuff. But it's not with you, Addict. You know you don't care about racing too much, but what do you think about this situation, man?
Well, when it comes to it, like when it comes to the microtransactions, how I feel about that, I think I said it last time. As long as they don't artificially fluff the game out, I don't care if they put microtransactions to this degree. If you don't want to spend 3 hours grinding to get a car, which I don't play racing games, so I don't know if you spend 3 hours, is that artificially fluffing something? I know when I played Forza with the Horizon 5 review, they were giving me cars like it was no tomorrow. Like, there's a time where I'm like, yo, I found my car. Stop. Like, stop giving me these cars. Like,
that's a fact.
It's just like, look, like, it is what it is. Like, I think it shows a little bit more on terms of what we should be accepting more than anything. Like, if you reviewed that game and they did some sly stuff like that, obviously I didn't review it because I review Forza because it's a game that appeals to an audience that don't mess with those type of games. But I wasn't touching Gran Turismo with a 20-foot pole. So, but it's just like, I feel like if I reviewed that and then they hit me with the okey doke, switch stuff up at the last minute, I feel like I would feel a way about that. Like I might even low key be like, should I review their games anymore? Because it's just like your name goes on everything when you review stuff. And if you come out there with this information and someone picks this up afterwards and they've changed things up by putting microtransactions in the game, at that point, your name could go on the line, because when you have someone watch that video or read that article, they're like, yo, why didn't you talk about these microtransactions in the game? Like, I feel like there wasn't enough outburst when it comes to that. I didn't hear no one talking about that. Everyone just like, oh, like they would just make like a tweet or something was like or updated on an article, and it would be like, you know, they put these in it, and it's just like, but that should change the outcome of your review if they're putting a system in to buy cars. Now, I don't know what the currency exchange rate in that game is. I know there's a used car market thing in there too, so I don't know how long it takes.
Shout out Fuzzy literally just answered it right now, not to interrupt you, sorry, but he said it's 20 hours grind or $180 US for a legendary car that was 1/18 of the price in Gran Turismo Sport. So the price of the brick went up.
That shows that they're artificially fluffing that game to encourage you to switch. I'll give you guys a perfect example. I'm not the biggest fan of the direction that the Assassin's Creed games went into, but Odyssey, they put this experience grind, and it's just so long. But they're like, but yo, we in this back door, man, we got this brick that's gonna just give you double XP, and that's $10. So they wanted an extra $10, and now you know what that really is? That's what the XP was supposed to give you from the start that they have to encourage you to go out there and spend money to get the full XP amount. I don't agree with that. Now, luckily in Assassin's Creed, it wasn't horrible. I spent the $10 though. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
get that 10.
When you look at something like this, I feel like if you keep letting them get away with stuff like this, like, and I get it, a lot of this has to do with money. Reviewers, they need the money that Sony generates in terms of getting the review copies so they can generate money by giving their opinion and a view. But it's like, where does it end? Because then if they get away with this thing in GTA and Gran Turismo, then where does that end for the next thing? Are they going to start putting microtransactions? Yo, it seems like these reviewers are with it. We just gotta wait for them. We just gotta wait for them to get the game out and get the review out, and then we drop the bad stuff. It's like we as a community, we got to be better on that. When companies do some anti-consumer stuff, and this is sleazy anti-consumer. This isn't one of those things where people do something because they have to. They deliberately held probably the worst feature of this game till post-launch, just so the reviewers wouldn't talk about it. And I didn't see a lot of people. I didn't see a lot of people bringing that up. I didn't. That's right. At all. But remember,
I didn't see it either.
Remember, if I remember correctly,
these two.
There was rumors that microtransactions was going to be in a Forza game, and people obliterated that title. But when it comes to this, that there was actually microtransactions.
There it is.
Not a whole lot of people talking about.
Stay in pocket.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, so what do you think about this Gran Turismo stuff? Outage, the whole bit.
I'm kind of with King. Just on, I was excited to play this game. I haven't played like a sim racer. That's why I messed up, I guess. You know, I haven't played a sim racer in a long time, much less Gran Turismo. It's just been so long since I've invested in this game. Back on the PS1, early PS2, we were all in on Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
The licenses and it was like the fact, the amount of cars you had, like it was a pretty amazing product for the time. Then we just sort of fell off, and I kind of started caring more about just arcadey stuff. I didn't want to get so invested into like I said, the licenses stuff.
Seasons. Remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy. So I was excited to see what a true GT7, not GT Sport, that's mostly focused on sort of esports stuff. I wanted to see what a true GT7 was. And what disappointed me was the same thing like disappointed King. Like when you look at the next genness of it, the fact that there was absolutely no ray tracing in game at all. Like that bothered me a little bit. I was like, damn, like what the hell? What's going on here? Like, you know, even if the resolution goes down, whatever, I just wanted to see it. They've done it in other games. Why not in Gran Turismo?
I saw someone in the Discord solve that they wanted a certain car and they were grinding for it in Gran Turismo. They got this car solved and the servers went down.
Oh
hell no! To the train.
No, hold up.
No.
They
no.
what I heard in the podcast is this individual bought Forza Motorsport 7. It got delivered to him before the game went back up. Like,
wow, that's crazy,
man.
And he said it took him like 10 minutes to unlock that car, and it took him a couple hours to unlock it in Gran Turismo.
Wow.
10 minutes in Forza Motorsport 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that part of it is nuts. But then for me, the other thing was that I've gotten to the point, and maybe again I'm not hardcore enough, but when I play these games, I like to play the outside of the car view. I don't like the inside of the car view.
Yep, I'm the same.
I like to see the world. I like to see what's going on, even in a more sim type game like a Forza 7 or whatever. I'd like to see the world in that way. And maybe, like I said, that's not hardcore enough, because I know a lot of hardcore players, they play inside the cabin of the car cockpit, you know, exactly. So I'm just like, so in GT7, I was like, okay, let me see the outside of the car view. And the outside of the car view is not the inside of the car view. It seems very plain.
You were implying that the graphical fidelity?
It just does something about it. Like when you compare,
I feel like that every time I see that game, it's a very inconsistent looking game. Like very inconsistent.
Yeah, like again, and for how I want the game to look, it just wasn't doing it for me. So I was like, damn, I'm not gonna get it. Like, excuse me. So those aesthetics things aside, I was never gonna engage with any of this stuff.
And mind you, people, this is a guy that plays the Switch.
Hey, oh my God, continue.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Oh, if I wasn't hacking on a lung right now, I'd laugh. So all this other microtransaction stuff, the fact that the game is so online dependent, it's just, it goes to show you this is a new Sony. Like, this is not, hey, you can put our game in the disk drive and you're good to go. Like, it's not that anymore. It is so dependent on this.
Oh yeah, we did forget that. Well, I mean, we didn't forget.
No, we forget that. King brought it up about the cars, about being 2017.
They're not past 2017.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, again, they're gonna find their way through this, and the product is a quality product. It isn't for me, and I think this sort of stuff, they need to figure it out. Because
did you hear the music in the game?
Yeah,
no, I haven't.
It's stuck back then. It's stuck. Yo, the game itself is 2017. Like
that's crazy.
It's a 2017. Man. Now, if it came out in 2017, it'd be next gen.
See, that's kind of crazy to me. It's like, you know, you took all of this time, and I'm sure the car physics and all that stuff is exemplary.
Remember that? The car physics, the flip, the
no flip, right? Because you can't damage these cars. You can't damage these cars.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah.
And I get that, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Like it doesn't feel. It's weird that people are saying it's so forward facing when it doesn't feel that way. And again, I haven't played it, just by what I've seen, and I don't know.
You know what the worst part about it? All these issues we've talked about. One would think. All these issues that we've talked about, one would think that we're talking about a poorly received game.
But
this game reviewed well. It's probably going to sell well. And they don't have cars past 2017.
It's been poorly received by the people who actually purchased it and talked about it. It's been well received by the reviewers that got it. Hey, man. I'm listening. Yeah. You know what it is? Because I can't say that because I got friends that's reviewers, right? Yeah. And I can't question their integrity, right? Because that's when you directly attacking these individuals' integrity that review these games. So I'm not directly attacking your integrity.
No, I know where you're going. I'm not listening.
But what I'm saying is, if you know you're going to get a certain type of response, she's not going to show up to your house again next time you know, it's a big dance or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
you might say favorable words to ensure that it comes through. And that's human nature.
Right.
Because remember, at the end of the day, they stake their lives on this stuff that they do when they're doing these reviews. If you're a reviewer and this is what you do, you can't cut off one of the biggest fan bases and say, well, you know, I'll wait till the game come out, when usually the first people out get the higher numbers, the most known. You're trying to get traction here. So you don't want to erode any traction that you do have by pissing off somebody, because remember, they are this small, the corporation is this big. I think that has to change in some form or fashion. I think, like I heard ACG, I heard Addict say, review in progress. Because when stuff like this happens, that way you can say, oh, these are my impressions of said game, until I can give you a final review when all the stuff is out. And that'd be good.
See, I think the problem with that is they didn't know these updates are happening. So you can't really have that kind of mindset, because then you'll be like, every game is literally reviewed.
But then they blindsided, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's an industry thing more than it is a reviewer thing. But I feel like the community and all the reviewers should have spoke more up about it before it gets out of hand.
I mean, I'll jump in. You know, this one I'm kind of with Solve in a sense, like, you know, Gran Turismo is a series. Yes, I grew up with photorealistic graphics at the time. We were looking at those replays like it was like, oh my God, like the next comment, like we've never seen anything like this. So I'm not going to be disrespectful to Polyphony, but I got to keep it a buck. I'm kind of with King on this part. Like, I remember seeing the State of Play, and I thought it was just me. I'm an outside the car view kind of dude, and I didn't feel the sensation of speed for some reason. Yeah, and I was just like,
no. They'll tell you that. I think ACG said that specifically. Like,
oh, he did.
Yeah, it was It was somebody who specifically said it feels like I'm going at 20 miles an hour, no matter what.
Fast. So here's the thing, and I hate to do the app, because look, we get it. This is a racing sim, right? So it's not going to play like Forza Horizon, because Forza Horizon is not a racing sim. I completely get that. But
unless on the arcade mode, right?
But on the counter, my thing is Forza Horizon 5 is doing more. Like, it's an open world game. To me, from a technical standpoint, that to me is a bigger challenge, as opposed to when you're on a fixed track. In my opinion, I'm not a developer, you should be able to put way more detail.
But they got the cloud and the satellite
I'm done with you right now. You're
information to get the clouds together, because they want the sky that you don't see. They want the sky to be representative of what was really happening at Nuremberg that day.
Okay.
But this is the type of stuff that you know. They could say all of this stuff, but we don't know if it really truly. Because they talked about the sky is at a certain point and looks this way and feels this way, so it's going to affect your traction on at this particular time of day. And it's like, okay, if you really went and through and did all the details for that to be realistic in that way, cool. It's only gonna appeal to the hardest of the hardcore if it does do what it's supposed to do.
Right.
And
it just, for me, it
just take all that geometric sky engine.
Give me ray tracing.
Yeah, like it just didn't, for me. Like I didn't feel the sense of speed. I don't like simulation anymore. I'm over that. Like even Forza Motorsport, like, we're gonna come out. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Horizon.
Yeah, I'm Horizon. Like, Horizon is all me. They rewarding me, like Alex said. Every time I play, there's credits going on. I could buy a car. I'm about this. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, you know, this joint, I'm gonna be honest, I was not visually impressed. You know, and then obviously it's a $70 joint. You know, it ain't in a service that I could try. So I'm not running out getting that. And then I gotta shout out. You know what I gotta give Richard Review Tech. He kept it a buck on some things, man.
That was crazy.
He got a video out, him and his editor, and they really broke it down. And they broke down the reason why. And these are fans of the series and stuff like that. So then you throw the microtransactions aspect, which we're hearing are pretty egregious, and then you throw this online thing. Like, I have no interest of what's going on over there. Like, all these was red flags for me coming in, because I was like, oh, simulation, I'm out. Even if it was the most amazing, even if it had range, I'm out. I don't want to do the hardcore tweak the engine. For the dudes that want to do that, God bless, that's all you. I want to get out there. I want to race. I want to have fun. And that's where Forza is for me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I will say, the Horizon, correct. The thing I will say for me, and maybe I'll get killed for it, I just don't think it looks better than Forza Horizon 5. That's just me personally. It don't move faster. And to me, what Playground is doing, I feel that they've been lapped. That's just me. Correct.
Gran Turismo's defense.
Yes.
That Sky though.
Yo, you stupid. I'm doing you right now.
Sky though. They got the best Sky in the racing game you ever
But I've seen the people with their hands in the back and the thing.
Yeah, but they put a lot of that work in the Sky.
Yeah, I'm done with you. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yo, they're using the power of the cloud.
You ridiculous. I already know this is what you wanted to do. I already know what this was.
They really so remember your Crackdown? They really using the power of the cloud.
I can't. That's the best Sky. Who cares about the Sky in a racing game?
No, the Sky is lit. It's lit. Especially when you're inside the car, right? In the cockpit and you can't see the sky.
And you can't see the sky, that's when it's lit.
The Sky,
that's when it's really working the most, when you can't see it.
I can't. He just wanted to get his balls off on this.
It's the dopest thing. This is the best bamboozle they ever did. They should have took all that extra money that they used for the Sky and worked on that server. Because y'all was playing arcade. Does the Sky work in the arcade mode?
I'm done with you right now. Anyway, that's all I got on this situation.
Got him.
Ridiculous. So you want to get the super chat, or you want me to get the poll and then you get the super chat?
We just got a few. It wasn't crazy. Okay, one second.
So I can get a poll. I can knock it out. New ILP poll with the recent announcements and gameplay reveal of Hogwarts Legacy. Which of these games pose the biggest challenge to Elden Ring for Game of the Year 2022? The choices are A, Harry Potter fans stand up. We now have a new challenger. Hogwarts Legacy looks amazing. B, God Howard and Bethesda's RPG A-Team easily make Starfield the true contender to the throne. C, so I appreciate this, if Big Link comes outside, y'all know what that Breath of the Wild 2 gonna do. Yeah. Or C, or D, we already told you, stop the fight. Game of the year, been over. Elden King.
I actually feel like because a lot of people feel like God of War and them could do it, and they could. God of War, Breath of the Wild, but I can't remember what podcast I was on. But once you do that, change it up real drastically one time, I don't think you're going to get that same reaction that you got the first time.
You won't. The shock effect.
Well, especially if you're using reused assets. If you coming out here with them same assets from '86, we ain't falling for your trick. 86.
No, I agree with that completely though. If those two games specifically, Breath of the Wild 2 and
they're gonna have to bring more than just
they got to bring more than just more of that.
Well, I think Breath of the Wild 2 actually gonna have textures, different assets. I know who ain't though. I know who turnaround is a little too close to the door. Your man gonna come up with the same face. Kratos, you got the same face.
Ridiculous.
I got the same face, boy.
You're ridiculous.
Boy. He gonna have the same lines too. Boy.
You are ridiculous.
Same face, boy.
Disrespecting.
All right, get these super chats,
please. Yeah, he ready to eat?
He said I'm hungry. Okay.
Yeah, why you do that? I gotta do it.
Somebody taking out snacks.
We got Hard Geeks who need $10 super chat. PlayStation is telling the fans you need to pay more. We need more profits than Apple. GT7 paid $2,070 to get the whole game. We're gonna nerf it more if you don't pay. Pay up, ponies. Console passion. Jesus. Hard Geeks need. Then we got Lord Metroid, $2 super chat. Grand Transaction 7 is $70. And $40 cars. Enjoy $40 cars. I saw $100 cars. Like that's not crazy. Happening. Then we got Bruno Ramos Diaz with the 55 Brazilian reals. That game looks worse than the last Forza Motorsport on Xbox One X. So
yeah, that is true to me, because that was in 4K, lit and moving. 60.
Then we got Called Weeb. $2 super chat. The shop was a day one patch. Was it?
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yep.
We got Raiden Blade, member for 13 months. Thank you, sir. Hi, Lord. So GT7, what happened to all your money and progress, or heaven forbid, close the servers down? What happens to your game or all of the money spent?
It's gone to the bushes, though. You spend all that money, them servers go down to the bushes, though. You outside, upset with the face.
Yeah, that's the realities of games. That's the realities of digital games. That's the realities of games that are primary online. Like when they decide to turn it off.
Well, we didn't think it was gonna go down so early. Pause. Happened so quick into his lifespan.
Ridiculous.
1 week out, his knees got weak.
There we go. Heartgeek Shadi, $5 super chat. Sony has made their bed. Review scores are inflated due to their tactics. Have to call it out. Take away a full point for their metas. GT7 is a 77.
Yo, God. Gran Turismo skip leg day.
Yo, yo, you out of control. You out of pocket, bro. You out of pocket. Tyler, he is so. He been
Gucci flip flops.
he been salivating on this topic. He been waiting. Oh my
There
god.
we have Forza Legend, $5 super chat. To be honest, Gran Turismo hasn't been the same since 3. The mechanics, the physics is nowhere near as good as Forza. Gran Turismo needs new physics. Okay.
They got it in the sky. So you ain't gonna be out here disrespecting the cloud game, man.
Ridiculous.
Then we got Taku, $5 super chat. Forza Horizon 5 was cross-gen and one of the best-looking games of this gen. That is true.
That is true.
Forza Motorsport 8 is next-gen only, and using the next-gen Forza tech, it won't even be close.
See, that's gonna be the thing. If Forza if Forza drops this year, whoa, it do what it do. It come
out in September to the face buster.
That'll be interesting.
No microtransactions.
It'll be interesting.
Pull up on me.
Turn 10 be about their simulation. I give them that.
Oh, they ain't playing, man.
Yeah, turn 10.
And instead of worrying about the cloud, they worry about the tires on the car. The stuff in the car.
You're ridiculous.
Not the stuff in the sky, man.
Yo, Senpai said King been waiting for this topic like Sony fanboys been waiting for 8 months last year for a new exclusive. Wow. Y'all messing. Senpai's messing. Continue.
Get him, guys.
Let's go. Bruno Ramos Diaz again with the 11 Brazilian reals. It doesn't look better than Forza Motorsport 7. It did that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I'm just gonna keep it
up.
up.
Real quick.
But on the TCL though, they out here comparable.
I did put a poll in the chat. Pick what you guys want us to play. The choices are Among Us, Halo, Overcooked, and WWE 2K.
You don't sound thrilled about that. You don't want to play that WWE.
If
you
you
want to see
wanna
some of
see-
that classic stuff.
Yeah, that's
boy.
classic right there.
That wrestling.
So etiquette about that.
Hopefully they ain't got black mouth.
Oh yeah, remember
If
that?
they got black mouth,
But the sprites got the dark. Their soul is dark in the middle when they
I
talk.
was thinking, like doing it on Twitter isn't really going to get the initial thing. We should probably do it live on the podcast. So.
Okay, whatever.
Unfortunately, it looks like we're going. It's either gonna be Halo or 2K.
What you doing after this? You gonna jump on Elden Ring?
I gotta eat first, man.
Yeah, we know
Okay,
he
me
got to
too.
eat.
I'm gonna order some food. Because wifey cooked last night, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, I'm coming in right now. She was like, that salmon was smelling. And then she put the lemon. She was like, make sure you put the drizzle with the lemon. I'm like, okay, cool. Then a salad bowl, and she had the homemade salad sauce.
That was lit. Continue. Guess all.
Don't know Taku, $5 super tap. Flight Sim. The lords look amazing. The sky is Flight Sim. The sky looks amazing, but not the ground because you spend most of your time in the sky. GT7. Who cares about the road? That sky though.
Yo,
We out here.
Bessie.
What I'm saying is like like the road, man.
Nah, the road don't matter there. They about that sky. They about what you can't see when you driving. But the wind is wishing.
I said it 10 times, but I'm gonna say it again. Breath of the Wild 2 was surprised on how much it evolves compared to the first. Another game of the year, more haters on the way. I mean, I tell you,
just hope they give me my temples. That's all I care about. Give me
no breaking weapons. and you guys
If I
got a
see-
certified hit.
If I see a Megazord anywhere in Breath of the Wild, I'm gonna lose it.
I mean,
Megazord?
if it's a departure like a Majora's Mask was to Ocarina of Time, like could be.
See, and I like Majora's Mask. I liked Ocarina of Time. I beat both of those games, but I just like both of those games. The center of the game was the temples, and I felt like Breath of the Wild. They had like little machines that you go across. There's one on each side of the map, and then you fight Ganon. That's literally the game, and to me that just didn't feel like a Zelda game. Like Zelda's always centered around temples.
All right, well, this one hopefully
that's it.
does that, and
we all caught up with the super chat.
Yeah, we're caught up with super chat. Shout out to Lydian Master in the chat. Sav, you know you down with WrestleQuest. Yeah, I think we all down with WrestleQuest. That looked hot. I was happy to see that.
No, hold on, they coming for Addict claim up. Breath of the Wild 1 had a Megazord with the divine beasts. So they coming.
Oh my god,
they coming for you. You know you can't be coming for them. You know how they do.
Why do you think I said if I see a Megazord in Breath of the Wild 2, I was referring to the divine beast? Like, gosh, do you guys not pay attention?
They coming in.
Waxing your ears?
Listen, Addict is hungry.
Addict's
right now.
hungry.
Stop
He needed
messing
Snickers.
with him.
Yeah, he got a Snickers. We got to get him out of here.
Yeah,
But,
don't poke the bear.
you know how you get when he hungry. Anyway, fantastic show. Salute to BG pulling up for that little Starfield section. You already know Brooklyn in the building. Weapon War Podcast. Lord Addict. Where can people find you? What you got going on, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. I will be having the Triangle Strategy review coming out tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. It's premiering.
Fire.
So you guys get a little of a little podcast scenario. It's like 26 minutes long. It was a pretty lengthy video. I do want to, a lot of you in the chat said you didn't know who BG was. Look, you're definitely go over there and check out Weapon Wheel. It's not our show. Keep that in mind. They like to smoke.
Oh yeah, everybody smoke.
And when I say smoke,
show.
they like to smoke. They cuss. They do all that stuff. So feel free to go over there and check them out if you guys want to.
But it's a good show.
It's a fun show.
Yeah, he's been
but
doing
they
it
like to smoke. Don't feel like you're gonna go over there. You're gonna get the same type of calm scenario.
Well, we're not calm over here, but they have a different way of doing business. Their business has been highly successful for the stuff that they have been doing, and I do appreciate that there's diversity in what we can do. They
everybody the same.
Definitely have a more mature show and different take on things.
It's funny.
I love their stuff.
Oh yeah, funny.
So,
real quick. When I go, I'll say it. When I go, I'll say it.
All right, cool. Addict, finish.
So how we're gonna do this is I'm going to, after the show, we're gonna talk for a couple minutes about how we're gonna do this community thing, get a good day, and then what we're going to do is set up the day. We're gonna stream it. I guess it's gonna be 2K, WWE 2K. Probably gonna be a couple weeks though, guys, because Saul lives at work, so it's gonna be a couple weeks before we can get a good time for him to be able to participate. I have not played a WWE game or any wrestling game since like the N64.
So that means he's gonna be nice when he get in.
But I'm just pointing that out there. Definitely catch. Me and King are gonna stream Elden Ring sometime today after I eat. And pull up to that Triangle review, man. I know it's
for sure
late, a week late. I can't help it. Nintendo's hard to reach out to get review copies and stuff. But definitely go check that out.
That means he paid for his own. That means his review is gonna be real and authentic.
And he finished the game.
I'm not.
And the hot thumbnails.
And the thumbnails.
Thumbnails. Tell him about this dude with this OCD that done sent me 2 thumbnails that looked exactly the same.
I was like, what's the difference?
You know what he said? The one with the overlay with all the detail. I'm like, damn.
If you put them side by
that
side,
right there.
they're
Me and him
different.
talk
If you
like
put them
an hour
side
or
by
two.
side, they're different. So definitely.
He
look
said
out for
if they
that.
side by side, they different.
Yeah,
I put them side by
1:30
side. My
PM,
eyes was
it will be
bugging.
going.
What
If
time?
you got a Nintendo Switch, 1:30 p.m.
What platform is that on? Is that the lead platform?
The leap.
Oh God.
No, I just want to know what
if you
platform
gotta-
to try to go strategies on. That's all.
I literally said it's on the Switch.
I know. I like what you
if
say.
you got,
I like what you say.
if you got a Nintendo Switch, what you got to lose, man? See
lead
about
platform.
it. There ain't a lot over there to play right now, so you might as well look at
They
something else.
leading you to the doctor's office to go get your cataract fixed.
Wow. As you know, they give it up. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so 1:30 tomorrow, right? That's when it's going up.
1:30 on this channel. that
Premiere.
you're watching this on.
World premiere.
World premiere.
World premiere.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that voice and put at the beginning of all of them.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
No
I'll
doubt,
do
no
it.
doubt. So
I'll
that's
do it
that.
for you.
That's
I'll
that.
pull up. I'll pull up on you. You can have my
Yeah,
little
that-
face
that-
come in the
and-
bottom, and I'm gonna go world premiere.
Okay, right now, here's the dilemma with the Attic Show, because I know a lot of people are asking about it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not doing merchandise right now. Please stop asking.
Merch.
Second off, I
He has
know
merch inside our store.
and
He have an
people
attic
want an
shirt
attic
in
shirt.
So
our
they want
store.
Attic Show merch.
They want
Oh,
attic
okay. We're
shirt.
gonna get that
We'll
too.
get that done.
I want to clarify. I do have a guest that can only do Tuesdays, so I might do 1 or 2 more Tuesdays, and then we'll move the Attic Show to Wednesday.
Okay. No doubt. Salute.
Same time, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. You already know, right here on ILP. Shout out to Hustle and Motivate, the co-host. You already know. Lord Sov, what's going on? What you got?
Not much. You can look out for me and Lady April on the latest Lord's Minute. We'll be talking details of Hogwarts Legacy. Very exciting.
New
So
Lord's
we'll be going-
Hour with Sov.
The Lord's Hour with Sov in April.
And
No
April.
doubt.
Different stuff. It's different.
I'll be
stuff
doing
there.
I'll be doing that after I eat, just like Addict. That's about it. I see if I can get some gaming in this week. I really wanted to try Tunic. You know, Zelda, old school Zelda likes are my ish.
You
so
know,
I
I
would
still
love
ain't
to.
played that yet.
You're gonna love it.
And that's it.
All right, cool. Oh, shout out to Zorka87 in the joint. Legacy look raw. You already know. Salute RDX in the building. Lord King. Where can the people find you? What you got going on, sir?
Hey Zorka, go to the beginning of the stream. That's when I talk about Batman.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
and
Zorka's
Zorka
builder,
was talking,
yeah.
So I had to talk him off the edge.
Oh, detective talk. Let's go.
He's definitely not about
You
that.
not about that?
Oh, okay.
I see there's resistance in some of the DC camp.
Me and him have a good conversation. So I'll direct him in a direction to.
You direct him in the right direction of how
I'll-
he's supposed to feel about the movie.
I'll show him what to read, and then I can give him Batman 1990 if he like that stuff.
I can't with you.
Michael
Continue.
Keaton. He's a good. That's a good.
Zorka, don't anger me about that damn movie, bro. Continue.
Listen, you went in there expecting something else. You got what you got. Now you're gonna like what you got, and that's it. But,
Eat your vegetables and shut up. Continue. We got it now. We got it.
hey man, go to lordsofgaming.net where you can see me and Ty
Yeah.
talk about the Miss Marvel trailer.
Oh, yeah. I gotta watch that. So you put that out. Yes,
So a lot of you dudes don't know about Kamala Khan.
Yes.
The Disney Plus show is coming on right after Moon Knight. It's gonna run parallel to the Obi-Wan. So Ty and I will be very busy because we do a lot of Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah, y'all be in your bag.
And I really wanted to talk about the Sonic trailer, but I think this week we're going to talk about the Sonic trailer because I'm going to tell you, man, that thing blew my socks off. Pause. But go to hey, man, there it is. Go to Twitter where you can find me, King David OTW, having the best time of my life.
Yes, you are.
Playing with these dudes. Pause. Go to Iron Lords Podcast on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I think we have a presence on Twitch, right?
Yeah, we got the Twitch and we're working on the TikTok.
Okay, so also today I will be streaming Elden Ring with Attic helping me out, killing some of these hard, crazy bosses, helping King get a little bit forward. You gonna see how King do his thing, and you gonna see how Attic do his thing once he gets some food in his belly.
Yeah.
And that's King David ILP.
Okay.
On Twitch.
On Twitch. Twitch.tv.
All right, so
okay.
go to Twitch, add
Man,
me.
come with the
and
food.
then
Nigga, nigga turn
Listen.
the camera on with the food. I'm done with him. Continue.
Yo, and Attic told me I got to start saving my streams so you guys can actually laugh all day.
Yeah.
And the reason why I got on the hoodie so y'all can see it says, "Hell figure, hell figure."
I'm
Go make
done.
a stream about that.
Shout out to the spaces that make streams about King. New jacket for every space.
30 days of coach.
30 days of
Crazy.
coach. How you doing it, man? He's outside. So look, man, salute everybody pull up. Salute everybody in the chat coming through. 500. Yeah, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Tell your mama's mama. Do what I'm saying? Get that joint. But listen. So yeah, so it's brought to my attention due to King and Addict snitching that I have to play this game. King is gonna break down all the complexity of how to stream for me. So I probably won't do it I might do it on a Saturday. I might do it on a Saturday, provided we ain't got no movie or nothing. So
He said all the way next week. Yeah.
Where's the movie? Where's the movie?
Hey, when's the movie? I mean, we got Morbius coming up.
Oh, it's this Saturday?
No,
not this Saturday.
Morbius is April 1st.
Oh, I thought Morbius came, so I was gonna say I wouldn't be able to do it.
Don't listen to this.
Okay. So it don't come out.
It's just delayed till April.
So how streaming works? I connect the system and then how does it
This
work?
dude right here, very simple. Go to your link and link your account and stop playing.
I don't know. I want to make
Hit
sure
the
the
link.
functionality.
Hit the link.
Hit the music.
Okay, so I gotta Dragon. Oh, shout out to Dragon Ball Yobi. He was in my party chat. He said, "Cognito, be a gamer and play the goddamn game." Listen, I just don't understand how to stream for the people. I've never done
You
this.
gotta
Is
stop
new.
playing around here.
This is new for me. So okay, I figured it out. He said, "Yo, I've been saying I had Cog ducking and weaving for his life." Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know how to stream. These guys are expert streamers.
He's an IT guy. He's the guy. Like if I got a problem, he's the guy.
This is just new. This is a new territory for me. But I'll figure it out
That's crazy.
for the
He
realm.
works at
For the
Facebook,
realm.
He's the guy.
For the realm, I'll figure it out. You know, it's a tough one.
Don't fall for it. He's the guy. When you call on the phone, he's the guy that picks up.
So yes, I gotta Elden Ring stuff. Look out for it. I might try to do it quicker than that. And you probably get an hour or two of this foolishness.
No, it's a 2-hour stream.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, it's a 2-hour. I gave them 2.5
gave them
hours,
2?
and today I'm gonna give them a good.
All right,
2
so y'all get
hours
2. Y'all get
stream.
2 joints.
2 hours.
Cog
stream.
playing Elden foolishness, and I'll let y'all know how I feel about it. I'll give it an honest shot.
He gonna love it. He gonna love
I'll
it.
give it an honest shot, see what it is. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna love it. Because me and him did Kingsfield, so I know who he is.
We gonna
Yeah.
see. We gonna see. I'm just trying to live a peaceful
You
life.
need
For
to
y'all
pick
trying
the
to stress me
samurai
out.
class.
Samurai, they got samurai.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that? The double sword?
He was gonna do that anyway.
Okay. All right. We'll see what it is. But anyway, that's what I got. Again, support the movement. As far as everything else. Oh, salute to everybody. I see y'all out here getting y'all sour. I see y'all getting that advanced GG. I see it. Y'all doing y'all
I
thing.
see y'all with those road to packs.
And I see the road to the packs.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
I put the revision out.
Yes. Oh,
Y'all
let me hit y'all
guys
the
go
link.
to the store
Yeah,
right
hit the
now.
link right now.
that link.
It's the revision is fire.
I changed the color of the logo.
Yes.
So go in there, check it out, and it's what y'all
Links
used
in the
to.
description right now. Go check that out. Yes, Cog is promoting his powder. So what? Anyway, hey, don't judge me. I'm moving weight. So we got the thing. Go check out King's updated version. It's really fire. Check it out. And if you come into PAX East, Boston, the Lords will be there. Pull up with the shirt. We're gonna take pictures. We will show love. That is what's up. So that's all I got. Yeah, Slimy Rock 10% off. That's the link. Go get that. And use code Iron Lord for the joint. You know what I'm saying? So just so I will put that link in there too. Make sure y'all supporting. But that's all I got, y'all. Anything
Yeah, I
else?
missed 30% last week, so you better get the 10%.
Yeah, get the 10% now. Well,
Or it'll be 5%.
Yo, so we got
got drip for
drip
sale.
for sale. Drip
I
for
got
sale.
drip for sale.
Drip for sale. So I'm ending
Get
all
that
super chats.
focus.
Oh, we good.
Yeah, we got a
good,
couple.
we
We got a
good.
couple.
Yeah, get the joint.
We got
about
super chat.
Yeah.
We got Don Otaku, $5 super chat. Addict Breath of the Wild is the closest game to the OG, The Legend of Zelda. Every game after that stuck to the Link to the Past formula. Breath of the Wild is the most Zelda-like Zelda game. That is true. So I get the
So
dungeon
the
stuff because
original
I like
Zelda
those.
didn't have temples? Is that how we're going here?
Oh wow.
He going
The
for it.
exploration parts. The
He's saying that with
exploration
food in the mouth.
Mhm.
With food in the mouth.
Crumbs coming out of the bed, coming
So that's what
out
we're
of the
gonna do
beard.
here. We doing that here?
Mhm.
Then we got
That's what we
Don
doing here.
Otaku, $5 super chat. We eating over here. Nintendo Land Triangle Strategy, new MK8, new more MK8, Mario Kart 8 tracks.
It's a Mortal Kombat 8.
Mortal Kombat.
It's a Mortal Kombat 8.
Then we got Kirby on Friday, Switch Sports next
Woo!
month. You ain't gotta worry about our games.
Switch
You
coming
just
in
gotta worry
hot.
about your eyesight.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
And Hogwarts Legacy at the end of the year.
Hogwarts Legacy, baby. Lead platform. Let's go.
Oh, y'all ain't got Elden Ring, so you need something.
Then we got Doovie. Member
Doovie.
for 16 bucks, 500 plus in here.
Bless
Hit
him.
that like button. Fire. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Then we got Forza Legend, $5 super chat. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie might go down as the best video game movie to ever come out. It won't even be close. So much references
what's
to the
funny?
video game.
It's because they fixed Sonic. I don't care what they do with Sonic. I will buy every ticket they do and the movie because they took our feedback
they
and they
listened to
took him back to the
Yeah.
drawing board. Which
Yeah.
keep on, it cost them millions.
Yeah.
They did that because we was on their ass.
Yeah, no, for real.
And they
Now,
made it
when he
right.
eat-
You know he
He
loose.
made
Yeah,
it
you know
right.
he loose. He
When he gave person, he loose.
It's funny though. I would have loved to
Hit
see
the
the
music.
trash fire. I would have loved to see the trash fire with old Sonic.
Nah, we
Like, I
can't
would
do
love
Sega like that. Yo!
See you next week.
Is that the end of the super chat, sir?
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this one it?
Yo, I like that one. I like that one. That one's fire. Is that the end of the super chat, sir?
Yeah, that's it. That's
All
it.
right, look, everybody go get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all with that focus right quick. Cold Iron Lord on the checkout. Do that. We out. See y'all next week. Peace. So now that you done moseyed on down over to the website, go check it out. Whether you're gonna get that focus for them gaming sessions, that energy, little perk for the gym, or you wanna get some swag, some merch, maybe an ice shaker, go run on over there, check out the products, man. Again, really cool products. They don't hide behind any type of proprietary blend nonsense. It's all transparent as far as the ingredients, the label, green tea, caffeine, kind of a healthy form of natural caffeine. None of that crash, none of that stuff. So yeah, again, go check it out. You run in there, you add it to your cart, use that referral link that we got in the description, and then you make sure on the checkout you're putting in Iron Lord. Again, Iron Lord on the checkout. Get yourself a nice discount when you're checking out Advanced GG. And like I said, try the product for yourself. See what you think about it. The Lords, we love it, and we are powered by Advanced GG. Go check that thing out.